Someone just told me a secret. You're watching After Tonight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of After Tonight. My name is Tommy. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, it's been 2 weeks away. I never want to do that to you people again. I never don't want to see you for 2 weeks again. Let's make this a committed, long-term thing. I'm back. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. I'll tell you, I was sick last week. I was in Austin, Texas 2 weekends ago. That place takes it out of you, man. That place takes it the hell out of you. How could you live? I'll get to that a little later because I'm joined by someone who lives in Austin, who was kind enough to host me in Austin. It's my co-host, of course, and he's not just hilarious. He's Hulu-arious. It's Mark. Mark Wellborn. Are you there, Mark?
Hey, Tom. Can you
How's
hear me?
it going tonight, Mark? You sound great. What's up?
It's good. I'm feeling good. I finally got my stickers. I got my mosh bars.
That's right.
And more importantly, I got my beers. So.
Yeah, well, we'll get into why you're drinking tonight. It's not by choice. Let's just say that. That's like saying, Gandhi not eating for a few days was because he wasn't hungry. This is This is a real live thing. He's not doing intermittent fasting. He's protesting, and we'll get to why you're protesting in just a little bit, Mark. But I hope you're having a good time. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you last week, but again, we're getting into all this Austin stuff because, boy, do I have some stories to tell. Stuff that will actually shock some of you. But how the hell are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good. I'm really thrown off. This has been a while with no show last week, and then I don't know, because I was going to wear this shirt last week for the Phillies, and now I can barely even wear it today.
You can wear it for like the next hour, and then it's going to be over. Yeah, the Phillies about to lose. Don't put me in a bad mood with that. I don't even want to know the score because it'll just depress
No spoilers.
me. No spoilers tonight with the Phillies, but yes, it's an incredible town full of the most famous people you've ever met. Eric Griffin, anybody? I mean, that's just one name to save for later. But I'm saying you can see everybody there. It is a wonderful town. It's a great town. And I hope you host me again sometime, Mark. Really, could you?
Yeah. Anytime.
Someone asked, was the air mattress inflated? Were the sheets clean? No. Yes. Well, half. Mark did not inflate the air mattress for me, which was okay. I told him, hey, the hardwood floor is good on my back. I said, that's fine. Just put me there. He gave me a very nice, comfortable couch. We'll get into all of it later. I got stuff to say about the couch, the pillows. I got stuff to say about everything.
Oh, wow.
So I don't want to get ahead of myself.
First.
I don't want to talk about stuff that I want to talk about stuff that everyone's kind of interested in. Then we'll get into the nitty gritty of exactly what I saw in Austin. And I have a full report. I have a full breakdown. If you want to know whether you should move there or not, I've heard everybody's opinion on it. It's wild, but I hope everyone's having a Hulu-arious night. Wow. And you know what we missed really last week not being here, which really pissed me off the most of not doing the show, was I did not get to talk about the Saudi Comedy Festival. I think today is the last day of it or something. Today might be the last evening of the Saudi Comedy Fest, which has taken over all comedy talk is about the Saudi Comedy Fest. I don't want to toot our own horn here, Mike, but I looked. Our first mention of it was like August 5th. I mean, we were on this from the beginning.
Yeah. And it just seemed like now they're pissed that it's happening. Like all of a sudden, I don't know. It's weird how everybody cares once it starts happening.
Once it's happening, yeah. I guess it's. But you know what? It's like there's no footage coming out of there. There's very select, very highly curated footage, which we'll look at, which is still bizarre. Whatever they're releasing is bizarre. You've seen none of their acts, none of their anything but a curated interview with Kevin Hart, where he goes, "It's so nice to meet you, Mr. Royal." Stuff like that. That we're gonna get into all that. Dave Chappelle putting his hand into Arabian sand for some reason. Have you seen this video yet? And he just kind of looks at the camera like Ashy Larry. He is this. He's all scared. Saying Kevin Hart put his hands in the sand. I want to know, I got to show this hand in the sand video. It's the new
Fluffy.
it's the new TikTok challenge, hand in the sand. Yeah, Fluffy did it. Kevin Hart did it. Dave Chappelle did. But did people like Mark Norman? Did he even get asked to touch the sand, or is he like is he too low to even touch the sand? Because that's kind of sucks.
I don't know.
They don't even ask you to touch the sand when you're there.
Maybe it was minority only. You had it. You can't be white to touch the sand. I don't know.
That's true. I don't know the rules. I don't know the laws, but yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's true. All the minority comics, a little suspicious.
Yeah. Joe Coy.
Joe Coy, or as the guy that set up the festival calls him, Joy Co. Okay, we'll get into that a little later. He kept calling him Joy Co, which I thought was incredible. So we're gonna go. I've got a lot of joy from Co over the years. Yeah, it's an incredible thing. What's going on in Saudi Arabia? And yeah, now the outrage has already happened. It's almost extinguishing. Some people have totally skated criticism. And then you go to these other people's comment sections. You can't even look at their comment sections. It's all Saudi. You took Saudi blood money, Saudi Arabian blood money. Even We Might Be Drunk is getting caught with Saudi Arabian blood money. And their only crime? Taking Saudi Arabian blood money. I mean, what? Give these guys a break. Yeah. So they all took this money. They all took the money. And we're going to find out today exactly how much Mark Norman made. He basically revealed how much he made, which basically tells me how much Sam Morril made, Jessica Kirson, all these people. Poor Jessica Kirson. Oh, I feel so bad for this lady. But she had to give up her money. She gave up she's the only person who has had any financial problems from this. Everybody else seems just to be like, yeah, I'm taking the money. She actually had to return the money or give it to a group. Poor her. And she probably needs it too. That was the worst. I felt bad.
Why? Because of backlash, or why?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm kind of throwing everything out here, but yeah, she has announced I'm giving all my money to LGBT organizations.
Oh, wow.
Everything like that. She's buying a Subaru. I mean that. but I don't know. But it's been a while, and the amount of people, not only, there's people like Andrew Schulz who have gone into total hiding over this. He's been on the show once to interview Matt McCusker. They don't want to talk about it. Tom Segura, which we'll find out today, actively asking people that he's podcasting with not to bring it up. People are trying to avoid it like that. But then there's people like Louis C.K. and Bill Burr, who I have my suspicions, they've been defending their decision to play this festival. I have my suspicions that they're doing that to secure the rest of their money that they're owed. I think they're still under contract. I think when you get paid $1.5 million with maybe we'll do this in the future with you again, there's probably rules. You can't badmouth us after the fact. There's probably you have you can't even talk about it for a year. And we're getting into Bill Burr because Bill Burr's very shady on even talking about responding to the questions that people have. He basically doesn't even want to do it. And I think that's because he's under contract with the Saudis. That's my new theory. We're going to get into why that is in a little bit. But everybody, it's really interesting. I mean, I don't want to, since it's been 2 weeks, I don't want to show it all because Bill Burr's first reaction, everybody saw it, where he said it's the top 3 experiences of my life. The Saudi royals could not have been nicer. They sent me home with 3 of their own slaves. I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience for him. I hope everyone's heard that already. But he doubled down, yesterday about this whole thing. So we're getting into it all. The Saudi Fest. It's mind-boggling what's happening, and I cannot wait. Mark Norman's, I think, over there now. He, as I predicted, he's the one guy who is just lost in the sauce and just will tell you everything about the festival without any thought behind, should I reveal this? Should I say this? So he's been great, Mark, on that.
That's good.
He's been great on that. And I want to get into some all that stuff, awesome nice, but there was breaking news just came across my desk, which kind of upset me, Mark. It's kind of bittersweet. I would say bittersweet. Because a long time ago, a few brave inmates escaped from a prison in Louisiana. And brave guys. And we predicted who was going to be the last to be on the lam, to have not been caught yet. About 10 inmates. And of course, as we all know, I picked the inmate who has lasted the longest out of custody. His name is Derrick the Game Groves. Now, I made up that nickname. I don't know. I hope he's not offended by that. But I call him Derrick the Cat Groves. You know, he escaped for months and months on end. He got caught. The police were even trying to bait him by saying he became a woman to escape custody. He didn't fall for that one. I might have fallen for that one. But Derrick, unfortunately, as of about just a couple hours ago, was ratted on, snitched on by some, probably by Tekashi, because it's disgusting when you rat and especially on a guy like Derrick, who's done nothing but lay low, you know, be on the DL. You know, the guy that Mark picked was posting selfies in front of his car with chains on, saying, "I'm innocent." Yeah. I'm innocent, but I'm dripped out. You know, he was doing that kind of posting. Derrick kept on the DL. Derrick was off the grid. Derrick had a jitterbug phone, so he only had his grandkid's number. Nobody else. He couldn't get on social media, and he did all the right things. And what is it? It takes one jerk to ruin your whole thing. And look what my guy. Come on.
We are interrupting NBC News Daily because we are following major breaking news. Derrick Groves, the one remaining inmate at large from that massive jailbreak from the jail in New Orleans in May, has just been captured in the last 15 minutes in Southwest Atlanta. All we know right
Hey, yo.
I was there.
You just were in Atlanta too, Mark. Did you? Okay.
A couple weeks ago. A little too easy. Didn't see him. Too
easy, LOL. Yeah, of course. Too easy, R.I.P. The infamous sign from the break-in. The breakout.
Breakout.
Now, I heard he was actually caught at the Atlanta Sound Bath. That's the pool where you get soothing noises played to you. He was just trying to live his own life. You know, he made it a couple states over. He was doing nothing wrong to nobody. Sure, did he?
He could.
I think he did try to kill someone, but that was a long time ago. And you get in trouble for trying to kill in this country? Trying? I don't get an award for trying to bring peace to the Middle East, but I try, you know? I don't know what that means, but keep going.
Right now, this is coming from U.S. Marshals and federal officials, is that they were acting on a tip from Crime Stoppers New Orleans and other information reporting that Groves had possibly been in the Atlanta, Georgia area. They went to a house, and that is where they found Groves in the last 30 to 40.
Just where I said he would be. A house. A house. No one listened to me. But I've been saying it for months.
It is our
He's probably in some kind of house or building.
Federal U.S. Marshals that Derrick Groves is in custody right now. When he'll be extradited back to New Orleans, that is
some type of
everybody knows by now.
Simulation of where he is.
That was a simulation of. They don't have actual footage. He's in some kind of virtual prison, I think.
What is this?
Like when you yeah. Does that happen in Superman 1 or Tron or something? You get put in a digital prison. You can live 1,000 years in prison in 1 minute. It's hell. I've seen it before.
Groves was one of 10 people to break out of the Orleans Justice Center, which is just another name for the jail in the city of New Orleans back in May. 9 other inmates had been captured. Many believe that Groves could possibly...
See, nowadays you don't even know. This looks like AI video to me, all this. I don't really believe any of this anymore. This is Sora. I've seen all this before.
Was Derrick even real?
Is that Derrick? Or is it Paul Walter Hauser? He can get into any role. He is good. He is good. He is good.
Possibly have been the mastermind of this entire escape. Derrick Groves is a convicted killer.
And he was the mastermind of the whole damn thing. He lasted to the end. Let's just give it up for Derrick one time. I mean, really. Give it up. I mean, mastermind. You don't hear the word mastermind very much anymore. The mastermind. No. Derrick the Mastermind Groves. Captured, but he got out once, fellas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they made me, where they raised me. Derrick Groves said that, I remember. He also said, he opened up my thighs. I love that new Taylor album, man. What, have you heard it yet, Mark?
I haven't listened to a lick of it.
Really? You don't? No one in your life is a Swiftie? No one's telling you?
No, not really. Yeah, I'm in the right circles.
So you haven't heard Wood, you haven't heard Canceled, you haven't heard Wish List?
The only thing I've heard it's got mixed reviews, and I heard the song Wood. It was about Travis Kelce's nether region, which I don't know if I like that.
Well, not his ass, his penis.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused. That's one of the bonus tracks.
Oh, okay.
It's called Canyon, and it's really good. Really good. I ain't got to knock on wood. Yeah, she's always into his penis, you know. I never took her for a girl that was into that sort of thing. You know, it didn't really fit for me when I was thinking about Taylor. I never she's coming up with we might be drunk style puns about junk. You know, I didn't figure that her for that.
Yeah, I know she's like whatever, close to 40. I always think she's still like a teenage girl. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about this.
I know she seems so innocent and nice, and then she's talking to Travis's redwood tree, I think is the quote, which they wrote a song about Mark. It was called Shrubbery. I mean, I heard that. No. No, but really, it's a crazy album. I mean, I can't believe it. You know, I actually like the production on the album. Shellback and Max Martin have done it again. Much better than Jack Antonoff, but the whole being proud of she writes all her own music. She wrote it on tour. Maybe you should have used Grok on this one, because I saw some parts where it could have been improved by Grok. No, I actually like Wood. I even like Canceled. I thought the production is great, but you really got to wonder, is it a rage bait album, or is she trying to get a rise out of us? Is she trying?
Wait, does she actually have a song called Canceled?
Canceled, all caps with an exclamation point. It's like, I like my friends canceled.
Oh.
Andy Dick fell off his bike. Now he's wearing sandals. Yeah. She's friends with Andy Dick, Josh Denny, Kevin McInnes. She's buddies with all those guys. She's friends with Kumia. She's friends with everybody. She's good friends with Andy Dick. I know that. So, yeah. That's I've been really into I've actually been into the Taylor. I've been listening to it twice now, and it's so much better than the Tortured Poets department. I'll give it that. But to go from I swear she's raging baiting bus, because to go from Tortured Poet, where she acts like she's a tortured poet and an artist and someone who's suffering all the time for art, and then go, he's got a huge penis, I like it in my mouth. You know, it's like, come on. The next album. I mean, which one is it? Are you in to him spreading your thighs, or are you into being a tortured poet? You can only pick one. Ask Emily Dickinson. So, yeah, all of Taylor's friends are streaming on party.tv. I mean, none of them are allowed on YouTube. They're all perma-banned. She's got trolls.
Tally.
Yeah, exactly. Italia. Yeah. I like my friends in Filipino prison. It's
always like a hot chip challenge.
Yeah. I like my friends doing pred catches. Yeah. She's true. And then she rose it all with that one song where she goes, the internet is all trolls, and I don't know what she's up to. Forget about Taylor for now. I like Wood. I like it a lot. And you can quote that. So there we go with Derrick Rose. Rest in peace, man. I hope you get out again. However, bail money, whatever you need, hit us up. Wow. Well, let's talk about Austin a little bit, because I think talking about Austin will fold into all these other topics. It'll, because there's so much going on. How do I do this? Let me start from the beginning. The whole time, right? The whole time we're talking about this trip, we're supposed to go with our friend Luke. Okay, Luke. You guys know Luke. Wasn't in this show. We were debating at the end, hey, would Luke show up? Yeah, we heard Luke wasn't really talking to us. Well, Luke informs me on the day of, he's not going to make it. He can't come. I'm not going to spill his whole thing, but whatever. He's not coming. I wish he would have come. He didn't come, Mark. And he didn't tell you he wasn't coming. He just told me.
He didn't tell me at all.
Yeah. So you're left in the dark. You're halfway blowing up that air mattress. You don't even know you don't need it yet.
Right.
So, okay, Luke doesn't come. Luke, I forgive you. It's no problem. I get it. Stuff happens. But here's the thing. He had specifically asked me what flight I was taking and what seat I was in. Because I think he's a little, as he admitted, I don't even know, hesitation to fly, anxious to fly. So I say, hey, here's my seat. There's an open spot next to me. Take it if you want it. We're buddies. Okay? I don't care. You can sit in my lap if that's what it takes. I don't care. So he doesn't show up. I go, okay, well, I'll get on the plane, and at least Luke's seat will be empty next to me. I could stretch my legs. Luke didn't even book the seat next to me. So I'm sitting next to some, catatonic Zoomer. I was sitting next to some Gen Z kid. I don't know where the hell he was from. But he had a hood up. He looked like, remember that guy from Harlan Williams and Sam Hyde when Sam Hyde flips to the desk? He looked like the guy standing behind Harlan, Damiel. The guy with his mouth open the whole time. He goes, yeah. He goes, oh, sure, Sam, I'll grab you some aspirin. That guy. He looked exactly like this guy. Could have been Damiel. Staring straight ahead. I don't think he fell asleep. And he never looked left or right. He didn't accept any drinks, any food, any water. Didn't look like he was listening to AirPods. He just stood there dead-eyed for 4 hours. I'm like, this is the kind of guy that's right off the plane, he's going right to the comedy mothership. He's just catatonic. He's just there to see. He's just getting his brain ready to laugh, I guess. So thanks, Luke, for not even booking the seat next to me, knowing you weren't going to come, so that I could even have some comfort. All right? Yeah. And the ride back, he didn't do it either, but that was a whole nother mess. We'll get into that. And I'm sure, kids are all on pills. They're all on these things nowadays. You're probably right. This kid was a junkie, I tell you. So, and everybody on the plane now, I hate doing plane humor, plane talk, but everybody on the plane now is bringing the most crumb-creating snacks I've ever seen on the planes now. People, not back in my day, people who used to bring Cheetos and a Five Guys burger and Pixie Sticks onto a plane. Now they bring it all. Now anything's allowed on the plane, and you're allowed to crunch and just make crap. Mark, have you seen this? Are you one of these people that bring on Funyuns onto the plane?
Okay, I'm not that person typically. I don't like snacks like that typically. I like them, but I have to eat them in my own dwelling so I can take a bath afterwards. That's how I feel. Oh, that's the wrong team. Oh God. No, but today I had I had a snack because I was flying back. This is how long we've done a show for. You've come to Austin, and I have left Austin and have come back to Austin. Right. And
let's not the 1800s. It's 1 day plane ride. But continue. I understand.
Okay. When you have to connect, it feels all day.
That's true. That's a bad one.
Yeah. No, I got these. I was in a golf outing, and they gave me these those sandwich crackers with the peanut butter.
Oh, the Lance.
And
the Lance crackers.
Yes, that's exactly what they were. And those things are a mess. And the whole flight, I was just doing this off my lap.
Oh God, that's what I'm talking about. That's the problem, people. I'm talking about. But it's not even. You know what? It's that's okay because at least it doesn't emit an odor. People bring things on that stink and create a massive amount of crumbs.
Yeah, well, the other thing I'm worried about is those were like peanut butter crackers, and I've been around people where they like freak out if you have any kind of nut. So I was
Oh,
ready
yeah,
for
I didn't
somebody to
think
have
about
like
that.
an epileptic seizure or something if I brought out this peanut butter.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wait till my I tell you about my shortly about the plane ride back at the very end of the story, because I was all alone in the row. I won't even explain what happened, but she gave me the stewardess there, the attendant gave me beef biltong as a reward for this plane being so delayed. So I was alone in the row, but I'm getting biltong all over. There was biltong on the wings. I mean, there was biltong everywhere.
Biltong?
It's like it's like jerky. It's nice jerky. It's like nice beef jerky.
Wow.
Sounds Asian, so it must be nice. And I don't know. It's expensive though, and it was very nice. But anyway, thanks Luke again for that, screwing me over with no don't book the seat next to me, you know. So then this is true. This is what I really wanted to get to, okay? And that's made me like, wow, I'm in Austin. We get there, I get off the plane to Austin. It's a pretty small airport if you've never been. I literally get off the airplane. I get into the terminal, into the airport proper. I walk about 30 seconds, 45 seconds towards the exit. And I go, wait a second, I know that guy. And I look to the right, and sitting in a little wine bar, a little off to the side wine bar, is a comedian that I've seen all the time. Hasan, what's his name, Mark? It's like A-H.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me. Hasan maybe? No, but that's maybe another one. It's the
Hasan comedian. Hasan Ahmad. Here's the guy.
Yes.
Hasan Ahmad. And I go, oh, it's Hasan. I mean, hopefully you guys have seen this guy before. It's Hasan. You know, he's pretty easy to tell. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. So that was kind of a funny one. I'm like, hey, I know that guy. Amish. Someone says he actually, if he looked a little, he does look kind of Amish with the hair and everything. So I see him and I go, oh, that's kind of funny. I know that guy. I don't really remember his name, but I know him. Then I pan a little to my right, and sitting across the table from him is, no joke, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Badass.
Tony Hinchcliffe off the plane. All my dreams come true. I swear on my life. I walk off the plane. I'm like, Austin is the place to be, man. I mean, could you? I was in LA before. I've been to New York City. I've never seen a star like this shining on my first minute off the plane. Tony Hinchcliffe was there, and not only that, he was at the wine bar before his flight to shoot his special in Arizona. He was about to board the plane to shoot his special in Arizona. I mean, it was unbelievable. If I had a lot more guts, I would have taken a picture. But I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it got a little, it was a little parasocial. I'm like, I'm not taking a picture of the guy. And he's not a caged animal.
Well, he should be. But, okay, so you didn't get a picture, but can you at least describe his outfit? I want to hear what he was wearing.
I'll tell you, he might have been wearing the same thing. Mostly the same thing. Where I saw a picture of him doing his taping of his special. It looked pretty similar. He was wearing, it was all black hat, which I believe 50% was a Kill Tony hat. Okay, that's about 50.
Baseball hat or a cowboy hat?
Baseball cap. Okay. Boots. And it was pretty amazing. You're like, it's so random. Sunglasses? No, that's how I knew it was Tony. I'm like, that's Tony.
Oh.
I saw into the man's eyes, and I got chills. And I went it was so funny. It's like, it's so random, right? You get off. I went to the Austin airport's only men's only sauna. And there he was. I mean, you couldn't have made that up. You couldn't have made that up. He was sipping wine. So, and then I confirmed it. I'm going to talk about some of my sources later, but someone even said, I go, hey, I can't believe it. I was talking to one of your buddies later, Mark. I go, I can't believe it. I saw Tony Hinchcliffe at the airport. And he goes, was he at Vino Volo, the wine bar? And I go, yeah. This is a hat. I guess someone knows. There's a lot of eyes in Austin. I mean, you can't get away with anything there in Austin. People know exactly what's going on. Some comedian works at the wine bar at the airport and reports on everything that the comedians do when they get to the wine bar. What a town. So that was unbelievable, Mark. As soon as I got in the car with you, you picked me up. You were nice enough to pick me up. I go, let's both go back in. I mean, he's in there.
You should have, because Austin's one of the rare. I don't know if it's a rare thing, but you could go in there without a boarding pass because they have like live entertainment. So it is. You could go in there and enjoy the arts, I guess. But the arts would be Tony Hinchcliffe for us.
I was just looking at Tony Hinchcliffe
at the
drinking a Zinfandel. I would have loved that. I would have loved it. I could have watched that for 2 hours, man. That's better than one battle after another, I guarantee it. Looking at Tony. Staring Tony down. So
one roast after another.
So I thought he was taping a special. I could have ruined his entire evening. I could have said something to him to ruin his entire taping. I've thought about that. I go, really? You have that power as a human being. I would never do that. But I was just thinking that. I'm like, I could have said, I wish I'd been wearing my sauna shirt, come up to him and ask about his sauna activities. That could have thrown him off for the whole night.
Yeah.
Really? So, should I spill some of the tea about the special taping? Because there is one thing I know that I don't think anybody else knows.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not going to reveal any sources on this one.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
absolutely not. But here's a scoop, and I don't like to do this. Is too scoopy, maybe. This is an entertainment show, so maybe it'll entertain you to know this. That Tony was doing a special. I guess he had asked Kill Tony's own Timmy No Breaks to open for him for his special, to be the first one out. I guess either to open and then put the feature on, or open and introduce Tony for the special. Timmy No Breaks, new comedian, turned Tony Hinchcliffe down. Said, I don't think that's a good idea for me to go there. I couldn't believe that. Timmy No Breaks has thrown around his weight that much behind the scenes that he feels he can say no to Tony. Good for him. That's crazy though, Mark. When I heard that, I go, wow.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I mean, I thought it was the other way around, where he asked to open and Tony declined him.
No.
Yeah.
Tony, this is from someone that knows Timmy No Breaks. Tony called Timmy No Breaks, asked him, and he said, Tone, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm watching clips of Dice right now. I need to practice. So he didn't think that was a good idea. He's not doing it. So he turned him down. I don't know what the reasoning was behind that. I'm not exactly sure, but that's one little scoop about the special. I have some other things too, but I don't even know if I should reveal everything here. What certain people were saying about this special, certain big time comedians were saying about this Tony Hinchcliffe special. You'd be surprised. So,
well,
yeah, Mark.
No, I was just gonna say I did misremember that, so maybe I should have a mosh bar to kind of clear my mind.
Yeah, that's
here.
A brain boosting Patrick Schwarzenegger sponsored mosh bar. Eat that. What flavor is that one, Mark?
This one's the blueberry almond crunch.
Whoa, I've never had that one. Give it a taste.
Yeah.
And I have a special thing to taste too as we get into this.
Ooh. Tastes kind of like a solid Nutri-Grain bar. Like that blueberry.
Yeah.
Nutri-Grain bar. Pretty
good.
And
and they're not as crumbly as the Nutri-Grain bars either.
No.
It's good to take on a plane. And I can actually see the veins in your head popping. I can see the lion's mane getting into those neurotransmitters.
Yeah, these headphones won't fit here in a second.
So anyway, Tony and this whole special thing was crazy to see him. I couldn't believe it. And really the headline from all this would be Tony Hinchcliffe, still too poor to fly private. Let's get him on that one. We'll get him on that one. No, I don't know how, I heard mixed things about his special, how it went. I'm really interested to see it. I'm very excited. So anyway, that was like, wow, getting to Austin. Unbelievable. I said, only thing that can top this is seeing Joke World. Seeing Jake from Joke World out. Apparently Jake from Joke World doesn't go out. That's another thing I learned. He lives in Austin, Joke World, the YouTube channel. He lives in Austin. Yeah. He does comedy for a living, talks comedy for a living. 24/7, sponsors shows in the area. Guy's at his damn joke set. He's on his damn joke studio. He's in joke land instead of being on the streets with us commoners.
Yeah, I think he's protected by Secret Service. I think he has the same people that Rogan has to protect him. He's a government asset at this point.
If anybody's Mossad, I mean, I don't like to accuse people of being Mossad, but Jake from Joke World is Mossad. Let's just say it. Wait, someone in the chat is called Jake's World. You're very close. I don't know. Thank you, Jake's World. Joke World's cousin. Now, I think I thank you so much. No, I'm just kidding, Joke World. But that happened. That was very exciting. And I think Joke World is compromised because I'm watching the list of guests that he says, hey, here's what each podcast did this week. It's getting longer and longer with shows that I think were just made up last week. I think these are brand new shows with no following. Nobody even knows what they are. Not even real comedians. They're like, this week on The Lowdown, Nick Morey had on John Landau. And you go, well, that's a good, wait, how'd he get him? And then you go, wait, I don't know either of those people. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's an outrageous segment. I got to get to that a little later because it just goes on and on and on. And it's unbelievable. But Mark,
are we going to watch the one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are we going to watch the one that I watched that I sent you?
Which one's that?
Well, yeah, exactly. This one. The only scoop I want to hear about Riyadh is from Mr. Mossad himself.
Yeah. If anyone's going to know what's going on in the Fertile Crescent, it's my man Jake. But here's his take on the Riyadh Comedy Festival, Jake World, and we'll get back to some of the Austin stories. And believe me, I saw literally a dozen more celebrities that we'll all get into. And it's gonna be an absolutely fun show tonight. And that's just the breaking point. That's just the beginning of what's about to happen tonight. Jake World.
Deal with airplane peanuts.
Get your tickets now. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Tim Dillon live.
See, I don't need to see it. I just want to hear Jake. I don't want to hear anybody else. And we'll get into Shane Gillis turning it down. Shane Gillis, who is I'm glad Shane Gillis turned it down. Good on the dog for turning it down. But as other people have pointed out, I think he made that money this weekend in Buffalo, New York. Like, he made the money he would have done flying 25 hours to perform in Columbus, Ohio this weekend. So was it a sacrifice? I don't know, but good on him. Okay, there's the sand. You were wondering about the sand? There's the sand. And this is getting too much like Dune. I've seen Dune. I've fallen asleep trying to watch Dune 1 too many times. This looks exactly like that. Exactly what my mind is pieced together after watching that boring movie.
Would it have been sacrilegious? I don't know what the meaning of the sand was, but would it be sacrilegious if you did like a LeBron thing and throw it up in the air? Before your comedy set, you do it.
Right. And then you shoot a journalist's head into a basket.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. But yeah, I don't know if that would be disrespectful. I don't know if it's a religious thing or it's just like, hey, let's see if we can get these comedians to touch sand. It's just kind of like, let's see what we can make these guys do. It's kind of some of that too. I saw Kevin Hart come in and they gave him two golf clubs on the way in as a present. I'm like, what? This guy Bob Hope? What are you doing? What does he need golf clubs for? That's an old ass reference, but my God. They're just saying what they can get away with, these comedians, I swear. And it's gonna be sick what you're gonna hear, but yeah, Mark.
Yeah, I would just love to see what's on those golf. They have to be like some type of custom thing on the back of those golf clubs. I'd love to see what those are.
Cavity backed irons. The best quality.
Top of the line, not even on the market.
Only children can drill these grooves. I mean, they're really good. They can only these grooves so far.
Everyone, they bought comedy.
Are you nervous about Saudi Arabia or no?
Nah, it'll be great. I'm a Jew. They love us over there.
I think Sam Morril is there today. I think Sam Morril is performing there like now.
Yeah, I thought the 9th was the last day for it, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's on like one of the last days. He's their closer. I can't wait to find out.
One of these people are getting left behind.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. No incidences yet, as far as we know. But you know what? Now that I'm not surprised at all, because it's like, oh yeah, they love me over there. Well, Sam Morril knows he's going to be protected by the Saudis because he's a high value Western figure, and because they don't want to get some guy in trouble like that and cause a whole incident. It's better to have him do great PR than to get him in any sort of trouble. So they're going to let them do whatever they want. And that's why, Bill Burr feels he's like, oh, we're breaking new ground doing this. Well, they're letting you temporarily say things they wouldn't normally let anyone that lives there say. So congratulations on breaking new ground. Let's keep going.
More than 40 of the most famous comedians on earth are all heading to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to take part in what their government has deemed the world's largest comedy festival that will run from September 26th through October 9th.
So it keeps going. We don't have to watch all this, Mark, but October 9th, Jake World, he's on top of this thing. Maybe he's not in Austin because he was in Riyadh. I mean, let's cut him some slack. It's possible.
Yeah, there's a chance. Well, also, there was a chance. It was weird how you weren't around last week. You were just magically sick last week, Tom.
Hey, the Saudi diplomats needed a little chuckle, too, about Jeff Dye. When they hear my Jeff Dye material, they go nuts. But I could see Jake. Jake could be it would take Jake World 1 week to become a Saudi Crown Prince defender,
Mm-hmm.
MBS was live this week with Turki Al-Sheikh discussing the upcoming F1. I am so excited. It's not that different from how he talks about Tom Segura. It's the same level of adulation and bowing down. So it wouldn't be that hard for Jake World. I'm sorry to rip on this guy so much. He's a nice guy. I can tell.
Allegedly.
Boils down to American comedians accept.
But then the part that really shocks me, we get to guest spots and you go, okay, Joe Rogan, Bad Friends. Yeah, those are pretty big shows. I think in 1 million views. Kill Tony. Yeah. I got to put this at 2x speed and just let this go because watch.
Andrew Santino and Ian Edwards. Kill Tony featured James McCann and Dave Landau. James McCann and Andrew Wolf featured Stub Island. Adam Egget was on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Dr. K went on Flagrant. Rory Scovel was on Are You Garbage? Garth Reynolds visited Stabby's World. Josh Wolf be trippin'. Rob Lowe and Adam Ray stopped by Something's Burning. Karen Fian went on First Date.
If you don't know any of these people, if you don't recognize the name, I want you to turn off the stream and start studying because if you don't know every one of these people, we're not going to be able to feel it. There's Karen Fahan, current GF or maybe ex-GF of Drew Montana. I'm so excited to learn more about that.
She looks.
She looks what, Mark? You judge her.
Judge her.
Judge her. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. It's the mosh bar talking. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I think.
No, I won't say it. I'm not gonna say it.
She's working out like nuts. I always see her. She's posting fit pics like crazy, so she could probably kick your scrawny behind.
She probably could, but
to be honest,
I don't know.
Well, I think she's never looked better, period.
Two Bears, One Cave was Tom and James Gunn. Joe List sat on the couch with Soder and also stopped by Sag Guy to Pod. Dan Sutter and Colin Tyrell joined the Legion of Skanks. Nick Swartzen was on Whiskey Ginger. Rachel Wolfson attended the church. Red and Link took their shoes off with Rick Glassman. Story Wars was a battle between Ron Bennington, Ian Fide.
So drink when you don't recognize the name.
And Lemaire Lee. Lemaire was also on Dad Meat. Christina Mariani took a ride on the Harland Highway. Ian Bag came all over your mom's.
So we already have Dad Meat. To me, that's his bridge.
Is that Nadav? They have Nadav in the background of that?
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah, that is Nadav.
House. We might be drunk on Rainn Wilson, and Dwight also visited the Adam Friedland show.
I only did Leno. Obviously, I was.
Okay, so screw that. Keep going.
Lee Westwood hit the links on No Bad Lies. Drew Montana was on the Tim Bartley show.
Oh, hey, Drew.
Nice.
Moved stuff with Howie Mandel. Angela Johnson Reyes was on Right Now. Ryan.
Okay, Angela Johnson Reyes was on Right Now. Then we have freaking Do-Rag and the Deer Tag. Drew Montana getting 2 drops. Are they paying people? Because this, no offense, joke. I'm not insulting anybody's view counts. I mean, I'm in no place to insult anybody's view counts. But this is a show that gets 3,000 views on YouTube. It's worthy of a Jake World guest spot? I just don't. And then there's shows that I think don't even exist yet, but are just in the planning stage. And Jake World will shout them out.
Foster and Josh Matier were on Do-Rag and the Deer Tag. Ty Marion stopped by
Oh.
The Rick Diaz podcast? What?
Lucas Nelson was on Bird.
Ty Marion? What?
Todd Marion is a Austin comic who I think is just a borderline open micer, pretty much.
No, I'm not saying we're big. I'm not saying we're anybody. I would have all these people on my
No.
show. But I'm saying,
Right.
what the hell's going on? And joke. I mean, is he being bribed to announce these?
Yeah, you could be trimmed in half here.
Easily.
But can we
We're on BNN without Jordan.
What?
Can we rewind? There was a I just heard the one name and it's a local legend that went nuts that he got
I
a
missed it.
shout out.
Before this or after this?
No, right? You're right on the dot.
Lee Westwood hit the links on No Bad Lies. Drew Montana was on the Tim Bartley Show. JB Smooth did stuff with Howie Mandel. Angela Johnson Reyes was on Right Now. Ryan Foster and Josh Mateer were on Durag and the Deer Tag.
Foster?
But look how many beers he's drinking. Now
Hey,
that's
yo.
We Might Be Drunk.
That's
I love
now
Foster.
that's the real We Might Be Drunk. Except for told, We Might Be Drunk, and do you have any Coke? That's the show. Add that to the end of that name. Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We might be drunk and we may want some Coke too. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Time Stop Ideas Nuts. Lucas Nelson was on Birdcast. Under Oath and Lizzie Cassidy were on BNN without Jordan. Tim Heidecker broke bread with Tom Papa. Michael Ridley was on Big Natural Talk Show.
There we go. Break it. Oh, this is where I go, what the hell is going on? This show, which I've now been obsessed with, it's called the Big Natural Talk Show. It's because this woman doesn't wear makeup. No, it's because she has large breasts. Okay, she has large breasts. She does the show this is an Austin woman, right? She lives in Austin.
Yeah. She was at that same party that Lemaire took the food from.
Whoa!
The infamous 4th of July party.
That party will live in infamy, man. That is unbelievable. Yes. That stealing of the food.
And one of the guys at that party ended up getting the gold ticket this week. Yeah, that was a who's who. Timmy No Breaks was there. It was you should have visited on the 4th of July.
If only we knew about the good times before they were over. I mean, that must have been a hell of a trip. Now,
I know.
Yeah, this show, which gets almost no views. I mean, we get 5 times the amount of views as the show does on average, except for when she, miraculously, then we're going to get into this a little later, miraculously, her first guest ever, I think, no, that's not true. But one of her first 5 guests was Joe DeRosa in person. I wonder why he showed up for this. So we'll get into that too in a little bit. But this show is just so funny to me that who is bribing who to get this on the list?
I'm looking at the screen now. I'm perfect. I'm right next to Michael Ridley.
You might as well be with Michael Ridley and Mark Wellborn.
Oh wait.
Oh look,
right here.
Well, it doesn't quite work, but yeah, that works.
Oh. Okay.
Mark Wellborn was close to Michael Ridley's thumbnail this week. That's what we're gonna get to next week. Michael Ridley was on a podcast that Mark Wellborn saw this week.
Oh, Maddie Smith went on Jet Fuel. Chappelle Lacey and Cat Bird were on
Maddie Smith went on Jet Fuel. That's a made-up term. It's a made-up sentence.
the Fat Fish Podcast. James
Chappelle Lacey on the Fat Fish Podcast. Okay, this one I've heard.
Went to the Madhouse. Jeffrey Asmus, Devin Hall, and Keegan Tyndale step out. You know what, dude? Jeffrey also took a ride on the Dynamite Rocket Ship. Julio Torres.
The Dynamite Rock. I mean, these are just names. These are Mad Libs coming out of a hat here.
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Vito Lopez. Heather Keith stopped by Ridley Radio Ridley. Sean Gardini.
Radio. What the hell is going on? Well, then we have Guard Dog, who, let's get it. I saw Guard Dog too. I got nothing to say about Guard Dog until he comes on this show, okay? He snubbed us with his eyes.
Yeah.
That's Guard Dog's move, which I found out, which is he's unapproachable, man. You see Guard Dog, you want to talk to him. You want to just say a friendly hello. That's it. He puts off the vibe like, I'm going to kill you.
Yes. And then, yeah. Well, I don't know if you want to reveal the whole situation with that, but.
Well, that was even weird. But yeah, I'll just reveal that because we were trying to find some hot spots to hit up on Saturday night in Austin. And Mark, you had the great idea, especially on Friday night, of going to the Creek in the Cave. That's a comedy club in Austin, if you don't know. Going to the Creek in the Cave patio. There's an outdoor patio next to the club where a lot of comics hang out. And that's where I saw the majority of my celebs. In fact, I saw Michael Ridley. I could have struck up something about the Big Naturals podcast. I didn't even know yet. I hadn't seen Jake World. I didn't know he was on it. But that's what I mean. That's the level of people I saw. Big stars, big names. But on Saturday night, it was completely dead when we got there. And it's literally Timmy No Breaks was on stage. The Timmy No Breaks. I saw him too. And then Sean Gardini's outside. He was alone for a while.
Yes. He was by himself. We were by ourselves. And it just seemed like a natural collision course.
And especially, like, even if he didn't remember me, because we have done stuff together. Oh, wait a second. We have been in the same place in the past. We have been in the same zones and the same crowds in the past. Even if he doesn't remember me, that's fine. I don't care. I know you've talked to him recently, Mark. I know he remembers you.
Kinda, yeah, but it's me bothering him. Hey, it was actually I should have just went over there if I had a little bit more to drink at that point of the night, I would have been like, hey, remember that guy I keep bothering you about that I kind of try to make a mutual connection? This is the guy.
Here he is.
Yeah.
And then I mean,
totally
hey,
put you on the spot.
But all I wanted to say was, hey, bye. Yeah. I never, like everybody else I could have said that to that I saw, I did not get that vibe. I did not get a good vibe.
No.
And he can come on and refute that, say he's the most welcoming guy. He treats other people like Hasan treats his dog, something like that. But until he says that, he was a little aloof. He's a aloof guard dog.
Yeah. He, I know you won't go this far, but I'll go this far. He's dead to me at this point.
Whoa.
I have Lemaire over guard dog. When we're ranking Matt and Shane people, it is Lemaire head and shoulders above Gardini. Give me a break.
What about guard dog versus Nate Marshall?
Well, we saw him on the street too.
Yeah, we also saw.
I've never interacted with him.
We saw Nate Marshall. We're walking down 6th Street, which is just a beautiful area, by the way. And we're walking by, and Nate Marshall walks by us, walking pretty quickly. I put my hand up to my mouth. I was like, I gasped. I didn't want him to see me gasping. But I saw Nate Marshall, and the list goes on and on what we saw in Austin. I'm just getting to the beginning of it. But Nate Marshall, I felt like I could have stopped him and said hello, but he was on his own thing. So yeah. So anyway, guard dog, good luck. I'm hearing a lot of things in these podcasts that, I'm not going to do all that. So guard dog, I want you on the show. Please come on and refute all these allegations that we're the ones that made. Yes.
I will say this one last thing about guard dog, because we went to the mothership as our first stop the one night. And we saw him come out and we're like, oh, this is a good omen. But it turns out it wasn't the best omen. So that's the kind of energy. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, it was a bad energy from the jump. When we saw guard dog, head down, cigarette, never made eye contact. That's just how it is. I get it. He probably gets stopped by thousands of people a day. So I understand.
Yeah.
He's like Leo. He's got a baseball cap just pulled down and sunglasses on at all times. It's like Leo. Was Blizniak there? I didn't see Blizz. Blizz. And I was at Shakespeare's, one of the bars on the rooftop, going, Blizz! Blizzy! Charles Blizniak! He never showed up. I think he lives in Philly, so that was a bad move. But I was hoping to see Blizz. Well, yeah, we saw some other people, but I'll get back into that. But yeah. Oh, the most exciting thing was we get there, right? We get there. It's. I've seen Tony Hunchcliffe. My night is made. We go to Terry Black's barbecue, which is, I had to go there because that's who Lauren Compton's married to or dating or something. Had a baby daddy. Her baby daddy's is Terry Black, right?
Yeah. His name's not Terry Black. He's not the Terry Black, but he runs the restaurant there, I think.
Black Jr. He was there, and. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I was like, we got to go there. Barbecue, pretty good. Place is a freaking, I mean, it's a factory. It's a factory. It was so busy and expensive, and I couldn't believe it, but it was a nice spot. Anyway, after that, I found out, Mark had told me that, oh my God, guess who's doing a special pop-in at the Creek in the Cave? I go, who? He goes, Matt Rife. Matt Rife, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Rife, who's on my card, my Get Us a Guest 2025 contest, which is still ongoing, by the way. It's right up there now. Matt Rife, and I think in the $200 tier, I will pay $200 that I cannot afford to get Matt Rife on this show for 15 minutes. I said I would do that. So I go, oh my God, Matt Rife is at the Creek in the Cave. And I know I've said it for years now. If I met Matt Rife, if we got to talk, we'd be friends. We'd be buds. I know it. He's got a positive energy. He's got a good attitude. I like Rife. So I go, oh my God, I know exactly what I'm going to do if I see this story doesn't really have the best ending because Rife was nowhere to be seen. Rife got snuck out under a tunnel like who Candace Owens thought shot Charlie Kirk. You know, they ran him under a tunnel. You never saw him. I saw him on stage for 5 seconds. And let's get to that because, you know, we were waiting back there to see Rife. I go, I know exactly what I'm going to say if I see Rife. I know exactly how to hook Rife in. Because Matt Rife was on that Kill Tony where Tony revealed that he had gone to the bathhouse. So I was going to say, hey, Matt, what the hell were you thinking? What was in your head, going on through your head when you had to listen to this insane story about the bathhouse? I mean, it must have been crazy up there. That would have been great. And then I said, hey, actually, this is how crazy I am. I said, I might only meet Matt Rife once in my life. I was going to actually hand him a $100 bill and say, hey, if you agree to come on my show for 50 minutes, I'll give you another 100. Meanwhile, the guy made, again, I think $28 million last year in ticket sales. But I was going to give him 100. And maybe at a good whale, he would have said yes. You know, he seems like a nice guy. I thought that might have worked, Mark.
Yeah, well, maybe he was a little strapped for cash, and he just needed the cash at the time, and yeah, that's true. Could have worked.
That's true. It could have worked. I don't know. I ended up
how easy do you think Matt Rife can get to an ATM? You know,
that's probably not easy.
Hard for him.
You probably need a whole crew with you to go. Yeah, it's probably not easy.
Yeah.
So I was gonna give him 100 and go, hey, buddy, you come on again in a week or so, you get the other 100 straight to Venmo, whatever you need. Cash App, I don't care what you use. He said no. He needs a transfusion of young blood to keep him looking good at all times. So he had to go. That's no problem. Matt Rife, I can't wait to have you on. I really want to have you on the show. Meanwhile, we're at the bar. We're waiting to get in. We're waiting to get into the patio of the club. We go to another bar. This was funny. We meet this girl. Okay. Her name's Stephanie. She was extremely wasted. This story is to just show you how insane comedians are and how, I don't want to say predatory is not the right word, but I guess they take advantage of a good situation. Okay. Because we're talking to this girl, Stephanie. She's visiting. She's new in town. She doesn't know anybody. She's looking to move there possibly, and she doesn't even do stand-up. I said, why the hell are you moving here if you don't do stand-up? You got to be crazy. But she was nice and just drunk, and we were just making polite conversation, right, Mark? That's how you would put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even Mac Tactics. It was just basic questions.
I tried to be a wingman because I didn't know if Mark liked you, if he liked her or not. So I went. I said, hey, if you need someone to show you around the city, this is the guy. He's the best. She didn't take up on that at all. Didn't pick up on that one bit. Anyway, we make polite conversation for 5 minutes. Then we go, hey, have a great time. We'll see you later. No, nothing else. Okay, bye. Have a great night. We walk 5 minutes to the Creek in the Cave. We get into the Creek in the Cave patio. We get a beer. We sit down for 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute. No joke. Stephanie comes in with a comic to hang out on the patio. This is not a place that's a hangout spot. It's not an obvious bar. So I would say, Mark, what was it? Within 20 to 30 seconds of leaving, this guy must have swooped in, picked her up, and brought her to a second location, which is what all girls are told not to do when they have no idea where they are.
Yes. Yeah, because then I was like, oh, maybe they met before. And then I had to ask just to confirm. It's like, oh, you guys didn't know each other 5 minutes ago or whatever?
No. This guy who's on the roast battle that night. Oh, let me get to that later. He brings her to the thing. I mean, literally must have been 90-second pickup to move.
Yeah, it was nuts, and it was very alarming to me. It got to one point in the night. I said, "Hey," I had to do the thing where it's like, I don't want to come off as weird, but I do want to like warn her she should probably watch her drinks around these people and like really watch her six. And then it looks like I'm the creep, but it's like, no, I'm actually just trying to help you out a little bit here.
I know it's hard to do that without saying creepy. You don't want to be like, hey, is this guy bothering you? Because I'll take care of you. You know, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, no.
But she didn't need to, I don't know. She had her wits about her, and we found out that she was still alive the next day. So
yes,
that's good to hear. And as someone puts out, yes, you know, you might call her Stephanie. I call her Heffany.
It's a new beginning.
Ooh. And okay. That's funny because I had actually planned, when I was talking about Stephanie, I said, I'm going to say the Headfany line, and you wrote it down in the chat before I even had a chance. Thank you very much. That's good work. Young MA, everybody. So anyway, that's what these comedians are so, they take advantage of anything, man. They get it all. So then Stephanie's out there, and she's drunk as hell. She's bad-mouthing Matt Rife about as loud as you can possibly bad-mouth Matt Rife.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
hilarious.
About that. He's over the hill. He's really fallen off. He's not even good anymore. He used to be good, and he ruined himself with his debate. She just kept going about how much she sucked. I was loving it. I'm going, keep going. What else about him?
Well, it's funny. It's funny you had the stats. He's like, oh, the guy that made however many million on tour last year.
Oh yeah, he's washed up. Him and Nate Bargatze over the hill. They're done. He was probably, I think he was like the second or third highest selling. But anyway, she was funny. She it was like watching Hungry Hyenas with this. I mean, every guy wanted to talk to Stephanie because it must be that there's new blood.
Yes.
There's new blood, so we gotta figure out who's got dibs. You know, it's pretty crazy. Or see if she's up for grabs. You know, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, it's like chum. It's like chum in the water, and sharks are circling.
Oh my God, for real. So anyway, I'll let me just read a couple of the celebrities I saw. Okay, from that night, I saw a friend of the show actually, a good friend of the show. We're hoping to have him on too. Roman Schmidt. I call him a celeb. He's been on Kill Tony twice. Mark's friend. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Michael Ridley. Eric Griffin. And he was a big-time player. He walked in the Creek patio right to the green room. Big deal. He's there to schmooze it with Rife. I knew it. Okay? Almost saw Matt Rife was praying to God. Stephanie, of course. Drew Nickens was there. Kill Tony's own Drew Nickens. Nate Marshall, of course. You know, this list is getting more and more boring the more I think about it because who cares? But really, it was fascinating to me. It was like seeing A-listers to me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Big time A-listers. I literally saw, I saw Nate Marshall so early. I'm like, I already saw 1/3 of Panties in the Mouth. I'm going to see the other 2/3 soon. Never happened. PITM. Lemaire stood me up. And Andy Malafarina, my other favorite, never showed.
Yeah.
So anyway, upset. I didn't see anybody, but I saw a lot of huge celebs, Mark. It was a great time that night.
Yeah, that was a good night, and it's all crazy. Just started right off the bat with Tony Hinchcliffe. I mean, that's
it was wild. It was absolutely wild, and and the next day had its own things. But let's take a break from Austin. I've had enough of Austin for a minute. It's tiring, and I'll say that it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I went, and I forgot how fun it was, how fun it is. You know, it's awful seeing comedy. I couldn't imagine, or I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. But it's so much fun to hang out with these jaded comedians. I love hanging out with jaded comedians. These people who have seen it, who have been around, who are sick of the scene, sick of everybody, sick of the people taking advantage of them, sick of other people getting opportunities when they're not. This guy sucks. This girl sucks. She's doing this guy to do that. I love that kind of talk. That kind of bitter energy.
this is a little off topic, but I would say for the trip, I'd say next time you come, we got to get a Guinness Book of World Records person to watch us the whole time, because I think we may have set a record of being as close as to comedy as possible without actually watching any of it.
Oh my God. Yes. I was literally like 5 feet away from Matt Rife, 5 feet away from these things. I didn't want to hear a lick of it, man. All these shows, I skipped it. We were in them. We went next door to the mothership. They're about to start a Sam Talent show. I said, let's get the hell out of here. You know, I didn't want anything near a comedy show, but it was a lot of fun. I saw Timmy Nobriggs actually hauling his merch bucket around. So it was very, very fascinating. I saw, and Juanita?
Yes, Juanita.
From Kill Tony.
Yeah.
In fact, she's a trans woman, if you don't know her, from Kill Tony, and she's been on a lot now, Juanita. And I'll tell you, Juanita, she's like probably the biggest celebrity that I actually talked to for more than a second, more than saying hi, in the bathroom, like Jack Shaw. Get to that later. So Juanita is sitting there with a dress on, a short dress on. We're in these outdoor chairs. Swear to God, Juanita pulled a Basic Instinct on me. She Sharon Stoned me, man. She uncrossed and crossed. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. I didn't say a word. I just stood there. I got pale. I got scared. I mean, it was a scary thing. Meanwhile, everybody else is mean as crap to her because she's trans. I mean, I guess that's the thing. You know, that's what also I get sick of. The ribbing. The constant ribbing. Maybe I'm just not built like that, Mark, but everybody's got to take a shot constantly at each other. And they're not even that good friends. You can tell. It's like mean-spirited.
Yeah. It's like, they're saying it, but they're like jokingly, but deep down they actually mean it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That happened. I saw that all the time. I mean, I don't mind them with buddies, of course, but I saw all the time with people that don't even know each other, crapping on each other. And the guy that was going against Juanita in the roast battle, you know, I know exactly how to get to these people in a way. I know how to instigate a little bit. So I go, hey, the guy who met Headfany was there. And no, that's rude. Her name's Stephanie. The guy that met her, he was there. And he was actually going to roast battle Juanita later that night. They start these roast battles at 11 p.m. You got to be out of your mind as an audience member to go to one of these things. I mean, I'm laughed out by 10:30 at home. Not here, of course, tonight. I hope you guys. But I mean, if you're going out on the town, are you ready to laugh at 11:30? It's insane. But I go, hey, how do you think you're going to do against Juanita? I mean, he goes, oh, I'm going to demolish her. I'm going to wipe the floor with her. Yeah, I'm going to make her cry. I go, cool, man. Great. That's so cool. Girl, you barely know. Well, person you barely know. He's going to write the meanest things you could think. I really hate these roast battles, and I've talked about it before, but then we watched 5 minutes of it. It was torture to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone that's ever participated in a roast battle, but it's like, God, Mark.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that roast battle, I mean, you saw the whole thing compared to the other nights. That is like every comic is there in the scene. That is a place to like show face.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was also the other problem because everybody was waiting in the back that are all comics waiting for that show. And they're waiting for the Matt Rife show to end. So no, there's not a chance in hell that Matt Rife is going to walk through that back patio.
Oh,
so that kind of screwed us over too.
Yeah, that did. It's true. It's true. There's a lot of desperate comedians. We're desperate streamers. They're desperate comedians, but it's a difference. Yeah. It's a difference. There's a subtle difference. So it was absolutely nuts, and we'll get to a little bit more of it later, including Mark and I actually did end up playing poker. Whew. Still hurting. So let's get to that in a little bit, but that's going to be a lot of fun, you know. Did I take Mark for all his money? You're just going to have to wait to find out. Here's another name I saw. Rick Diaz. Saw Rick Diaz. How about that? That'll give you guys a jolt, right? Is that exciting? Anybody in here? Anybody get excited out there? So anyway, stop it. Let's get to some actual thing here. I'm done talking about Austin for 1 second. Should we do? Well, let's do the protest, Mark, because we got to start the protest now, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm getting thirsty over here.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, there is a protest going on, and we're the only people interested in. We're the only people involved. But there's a show that we've been watching for a long time now, called We Might Be Drunk, and I love the idea of the podcast. Mark Norman and Sam Morril get drunk with their guest, and they just talk comedy. They talk crap with each other. It seems like a great time. Well, the problem is they haven't been drinking on the show. They have not been drinking. They have refused to drink on the show. We Might Be Drunk for some time. They're even writing a movie called We Might Be Drunk about selling liquor and drinking liquor, and they won't even drink on the show. And they won't have their guests drink. So we started 2 weeks ago on the show, but we are continuing it. Every week that We Might Be Drunk has a guest on that refuses to drink alcohol, Mark adds another beer to his menu, to his itinerary. So Mark drank one beer 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks have gone by. 2 more episodes of We Might Be Drunk, Mark. Not a single drop of alcohol from either guest. And in fact, the host only lightly sipped a Bud Light. So we are continuing week 3, Mark. You have 3 beers to drink tonight. 3.
Well, hold on, Tom. Now we're talking numbers. So three would have been the Dan Soder one and Greg Stone one. There was no alcohol to be seen.
That would have been 3?
That was 3.
Oh.
I thought we were doing 2 streams this week, so I assume next stream I have to do 4 before next week.
So we'll do 3 tonight, 4 on Friday.
Yes.
Okay. Mark is drinking 3 beers tonight to protest We Might Be Drunk's refusal to drink alcohol. And in fact, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. This is anything you have to say. This is your protest.
This is my protest, and play the music. I'll drink the whole time the theme song's going on.
All right,
Let's see
here we go. Take this. We Might Be Drunkards. These are real. We Might Be Drunk heads here. Let's go.
Real.
Look at him go. I mean, yeah. 3 tonight, everybody, because they're too wimpy to do it. They're too lame. They're too old, and they don't have the guts to actually put their bodies on the line for the show anymore. We're not like that. What kind of beer are you drinking, Mark, by the way? People want to know.
I'm drinking the good Busch Light.
Oh, God. I had one of those at your place.
Farmers.
That's a gross beer.
Really? I think it's one of the better, the cheap beers.
I don't know. Maybe I just had never had it until I rarely drank that. To me, that's too cheap. It's too fruit. It's like fruity in a way, and I don't like that.
Fruity. It's for the farmers. How more American can you get than this?
Yeah. For the fruit farmers, for the blueberry pickers, get the hell out. But anyway, Mark is drinking 3 beers tonight because we're big and we actually do things for the audience. We do what we say and we say what we mean, unlike some other podcasts. So there you go. 3 beers tonight for Mark. He'll drink 4 on Friday. I'm saying this might become a national news story in about a month. If they don't drink, Mark could be seriously risking his life to protest that show.
I'm sending the hospital bills to them, and my hospital bills better be paid completely out of Saudi money.
I want Mark getting nothing from his whole trip.
Yeah,
I want it all going to Mark's liver treatment. Okay, enough.
Yeah.
And by the way, they drank on this new. There's not a lot. I mean, did you have one thing from the Dan Soder one about the dead body? I thought that was fun, but I don't know the time.
Oh, I don't know the time either.
We'll find it. We'll find it. But
yeah, you can. Yeah.
On this newest one with Matt McCusker. Okay, McCuskey's Shaman. He's everywhere because he has a new special coming out. He was even on the local Fox 29. The guy Mike. He has his own late night style show called Mike. And so another guy stealing my ideas. But he even had Matt McCusker on that. But here on We Might Be Drunk, Mark, and maybe you want to take another sip with this intro song. There you go. Mark's big.
Hey, here we are.
Okay, so I had to check because they had these bottles of seltzer. The whole time they're drinking regular seltzer water. And then Matt McCusker. I mean, how about this? Matt McCusker. Matt, are you insulted by the fact that we might be drunk? Just decides, hey, Matt McCusker's on. We'll get him Bud Lights. Shane Gillis. Why not? I mean, he's getting $0 from Bud Light. He's getting no promotion out of Bud Light. They're not giving him anything. Why? Just because Shane, you got to be given Bud Light? That was insulting to me. That's a little crazy, Mark.
Bad.
That's a bad move. That's like, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can really say. That's like, you know, if we interviewed Jimmy Kimmel's sidekick Guillermo and we're like, I'm sorry that Donald Trump's going after you. It's not him. He's not the main guy.
Right.
He's the funny parking attendant or whatever the hell he does.
Yeah.
The real problem is Jimmy Kimmel. So, and I also have to announce this. I forgot to do this at the top of the show. I want to get serious for 1 second. This always hurts, but you know, late night shows are having a lot of trouble right now. I'm sure you heard the news, and YouTube has decided that they will be canceling after tonight in 2026. They have officially sent the announcement down. YouTube will be canceling this show. Apparently, Mark, I didn't know this. I know everybody. I didn't know this. I got a letter from YouTube. They said after tonight loses $45 million a year for YouTube. I didn't know that. I said, wow, that's a lot. That's more than I thought. They said it's not worth the negative press, the financial losses, and of course having to look at Mark every week. That's what they said. But I mean, come on.
Sorry, YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube. We're canceled. We're canceled. I hope that gets us some attention. YouTube officially canceling our contract after this year. Guess we're too honest for the big orange man. I guess we're a little too honest for that orange man in the sky. Yeah, we're moving to Rumble. We're moving to cozy.tv. We're moving to Kick Premium. We're getting a lot of stuff done. But YouTube is canceling us. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to Matt because you shouldn't get served Bud Light. That's wrong. Now, if you had John Tocolo on, I'd give him a nice frosty Bud Light because he's in all the ads.
Yeah.
If I had Charles Blizniak on, I might give him a fully inflated Goodyear tire because he's on that show Tires. But Tires
Blizniak strikes me as a seltzer character.
Yeah.
He would drink seltzer.
I think Blizz is drinking, Charles Blizniak is definitely drinking seltzer on some kind of recumbent bicycle. You know, he's not driving full-fledged tires. He's not getting those big-ass tires. So, anyway, these guys are about as low energy as ever. I mean, Matt McCusker, they just don't do what they say. They're never drunk. They're never doing anything wacky. So we were protesting tonight. 3 beers for Mark. And that's all. Hey, we got to drink because they won't. We got to drink because they won't.
I thought originally the protest was that they just had to drink back on the show, but I guess we're moving the goalposts.
We're not moving. No. We're not moving the goalposts. If you consider this drinking, I mean, they had one sip.
They
of
had
Bud
one
Light
beer.
Each.
I did
they had
count
one
their
sip
beers,
of Bud Light each. That's not drunk. That's not drunk.
No.
That's not even buzzed.
I think it's going to get to a point where they have to drink at least half the drinks I have been drinking. So, you know.
Yeah, they have to drink. I mean, you have to drink. Even if they drank 3 beers, I'd say, okay, protest over. They've done it. Drink 1.5 alcoholic drinks. They won't even touch an alcoholic drink. There's no beverages. Everybody's sober these days. And it's making me sick.
Yeah.
So we're protesting. But luckily for us, you know, that show doesn't have a lot of highlights. There's another show with Mark Normand, which I was so into this week. It's called Tuesdays with Stories with Joe List. Mark, we got to watch this one. This is good.
Sure.
I watched this entire thing. First of all, the thumbnail, there's like a lady playing the violin in the thumbnail. They never said the word violin once. I was so confused by that, Mark.
Yeah,
this is an incredible episode. Yeah, Mark?
No, I just had a quick question about We Might Be Drunk. Have you ever made it to the outro song on that one?
Oh, yeah. Now I got to go back because we do have to hear that.
No. Yeah. We don't have to hear it. I was just wondering if you've...
No, we have to. We have to. Any song on a show I have to play. Okay. Here we go. I don't even remember, so this would be good.
Oh, I know.
I'm confusing with the end of the Tuesdays with Stories song, which is a difference. They play that same song over again. Oh yeah, this. Yep. Yeah. This is a rock. Actually, this should be the intro. Bender. And Marlon Norman's talking shit about Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
CableDayCatWhiskey.com. See you next week, guys. Thank you.
Yeehaw.
Thank you, guys.
Listen to this song.
Bender.
But it's custom song. Listen. Hope.
I get down in the same way.
I don't even understand that. That line is like
so lame.
Nonsense. And I get down in the same way. That's like something the Beatles would have written in like the early days. 65.
Yeah. That was on Revolver.
No, that was eight days a week. I mean, that was hell.
Oh.
This is some simplistic songwriting. And I get down in the same way. Yeah. Is that the Lizzie McGuire theme song? What the hell is this? Fucking Pope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and then we get a nice shot of, is that Norman or Syracuse? The ass.
No.
Thank you for that shot.
It's Morel or Syracuse. Stacking books.
Stacking the books of the guests that they've never even cracked. I mean, I guarantee it. If any of those books have a crease in them. Orleans. What is this song? It's just. Who is that? Is that Sal? That's not Syracuse.
I don't know.
They actually clean the desk every show. You can't tell. It's the same.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a fanboy song. They are making references to a bunch of stuff, but you can't fanboy too much on this, like everything, and it's too much. It just feels lame.
If someone writes a parody song about us set to this song, I will play it every day of the week, 8 days a week.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But I am saying you got to include the line, and I get down in the same way I get up to. Really good. I love this song. Thank you for pointing that out, Mark. I don't know what that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that made me giggle. I love that. All right.
We love ads and we love outros.
We love ads, promos, and outros. That's it.
Yeah.
Just like I like people talking crap about comedy. I like to be 5 feet away as people talk badly about comedy. I don't like to hear the actual comedy. Unnecessary. Yeah. Unnecessary. Right. Now we get to the lamest intro in podcasting, but the best song. Kind of hard to understand, the dichotomy. Life is a funny mystery.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro. That's all I know how to do. Great. Good to be here. Welcome to Tuesdays with Stories. Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
Oh, I can't even.
Yeah, I know. I was like, please stop.
It really makes me, like, just drag my nails across the chalkboard, and they're wearing COVID masks during the whole thing. I'm like, you can't reshoot this at all for the modern day. I mean, Mark Norman's got a beeper on in this intro. It's so old. I mean, we got to update a little bit.
Mark Norman.
What's the deal with the beeper? I want to talk to you now, but I got to walk to a payphone? How's that? Why don't you just come over? Beeper.
And Joe List. Yeah. This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
But then it hits the highlights.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
Radio is spitting at me.
And I can't feel my feelings for me.
Hey, folks, here we are.
Okay. This first 10 minutes, jam-packed with awesomeness, guys. These guys did great this episode because what do we know about this show The only thing I really know about this show. Oh, Mark's on beer number 2 already. Take that.
Beer number 2.
Sam Morrell.
I think it's the mosh bar. This is brain and body fuel. This may be the ticket here.
I can tell.
I got another mosh bar to eat later too.
I can tell your gut health looks good just looking at you, and your brain health. I can tell.
I skipped dinner tonight. I took a nap before this show and had no time for dinner, so it's mosh bars and beer tonight.
Mosh bar and Busch Light.
Yeah.
That's the podcaster special, man. I love that. So I know about this show. What I know about this show is that they love to have food delivered to them when the show starts. That might be their favorite thing on earth. Better than the show is getting Starbucks delivered to them, cookies delivered to them, food in between podcasts. I mean, we've all heard it before, right, Mark Normand?
Cookie!
He loves a cookie, and Joe List loves food too, especially free food. So this is so funny. They have a new producer in. They have actually Sal Hughes from We Might Be Drunk. Who I now love this guy. He shows up. You'll see why. He shows up to produce this show, and he brought something special for them by their request. Listen to this. I couldn't believe. I've never seen a move like this pulled by Joe List. This is unbelievable.
He confirms it.
That's great.
That's funny, folks. Woo! We're here. We got a new producer who doesn't know how to produce, but man, is he...
Oh, yeah. First of all, they set up... Look at this shot, by the way. I haven't even brought up the shot. It is so off-center. I mean, Mark Normand is off-frame. It's off-center, too low. It's a total... I mean, they really messed it up, Mark, on this one. I thought it was funny.
Honestly, I kind of prefer it because you're a little off center of the crotch. You're not staring down the barrel of their crotch. So
that's true. You're not looking right through the urethra, like normal. I mean, normally you're right. You're looking in the eye of the beast with these two in their shorts. Thank God it's winter and they have a producer who messes up the shot. It's fall. What season is it? So there they go. It's a little crazy shot, kooky shot. So it's following the rule of 1/6. That's right, 1/6 of them are in frame. That's always good. All right. Now we get to the producer talk. New producer, new shot. I don't mind it, but keep listening.
And he brought a chicken parm.
What a mensch. The fat man himself, Big Sal accused, the coos himself is here on the 1s and 2s.
Chuck, what is going on with Chuck?
Okay, so this is good for so many reasons. So he brought a chicken parm. Oh, interesting. What does that mean exactly? Then they badmouth their current producer, who's temporarily gone, working on some project. They go, "What the hell is he even up to? I don't know what he's up to. I don't listen to the guy. What's he doing?" Pretty funny. I mean, we need a podcaster producer union. I mean, these guys need help because they get crapped on by these hosts minute to minute, like I've never seen, in front of the whole world too. It's just like Hasan's dog. If they're doing this on camera, imagining how much they're whipping and beating Sal Hughes off camera if they're treating him like this on camera for everyone to see. Shocking him.
God bless him. Keep on working, Chuck. You got to pay the bills, and this is all working out for us.
So he sent Rupert, but then Rupert caved through the first floor. We had to spend $30,000 repairing that.
I believe it's a sinkhole.
Sinkhole through the stinkhole. So now we got Sal Hughes, who brought a chicken parm the size of my fibula.
What a mensch. I mean, who does that?
Unbelievable.
For a chicken parm.
Okay. You got to really listen up. Sal Hughes says, I got to turn this up. They go, he brings a chicken parm. Who does that? And Sal Hughes goes, well, you guys asked me to bring a chicken parm. So I go, wait, what? Wait, what? They're making fun of him for this chicken parm. But wait a second, listen to this.
Sal Hughes, who brought a chicken parm the size of my fibula.
What a mensch. I mean, who does that?
Unbelievable.
For a chicken parm. You literally asked for it.
I mean, I made a joke. You said, should I bring something? What did you say? It was like a joke.
I should have said pussy and booze.
Yeah, exactly. I'll find the text. I said, tomorrow's going to be fun as hell. And you said, want me to prep anything? I wrote chicken parm. I thought you meant prep like questions or whatever. Yes. So the joke.
Okay, so maybe you say this is just a funny misunderstanding, right? I don't even know if it was, I almost don't believe it was an accident. It was a joke. But he goes, do you want me to prep anything? Liz goes, Oh, chicken parm. I think Joe List was hungry personally at the time when you wrote that text. But, okay, maybe that's a joke. Mark, isn't that, it's a little strange to begin with that you would say that and then the guy brings the chicken parm.
This strange for the producer or strange for Joe List?
Well, strange for Joe List because I guarantee that before Syracuse has asked this question and they go, make a Starbucks run before you come over. Do this, but I'm sure they've asked for food before. So
well, they do it with the other guy, yeah.
They always ask
the
him to
regular
get stuff.
producer.
He doesn't even produce the show. He leaves to go brave Brooklyn to find a place where they have a piping hot cookie for these guys. I mean, that's what he's up to during the show. I'm going, okay, that's a little weird. A chicken parm, I don't really get it, but let's keep listening. Something amazing is revealed here.
Was food.
You're like Ron Burgundy. You have to do whatever's on the text.
Making fun of him.
If somebody was like, $1,000, you have to pay $1,000 on the line. Is Matt going to show up with a chicken parm or not? I would have said I'll put $2,000 on not because that would be psychotic.
Yeah, and when you walked in, you had a big bag, and I go, "What's that?" And you're like, "Chicken parm." Like, what's that for? I didn't even realize because it was clearly a goof.
Well, anyways, yeah, exactly like you said. Next time I'm going to ask for a fucking laptop.
Yeah.
I mean, you ate them. What kind of goof is that? You guys ate them.
Oh, my God. They ate the chicken parm. I mean, I lost my mind. I lost my freaking mind. So they're just belittling him, making him look like the biggest asshole in the world. They go, I said it as a joke, obviously. Then you bring whole chicken parms? What are you, an idiot? Like, it's clearly a joke, and like only an idiot would ever even think that was real. Sauki goes, what kind of bit is that? You guys ate the chicken parms. So these guys have no shame. They're seeming like it.
This is kind of funny because this reminds me of our thing at Austin where you once on the show in passing mentioned that you had peanut M&Ms. So I went out and I got peanut M&Ms. But you didn't belittle me like this.
No, that's true. I showed up to Mark's house and he had gotten iced tea and peanut M&Ms as I had requested as a joke. But I said, you know what? I was kidding, but thank you. That's all I said, right, Mark? Yes. I didn't go, what are you, an asshole? What are you, an idiot? Yeah. I said, thanks. And we shared the peanut M&Ms. It was a bonding experience.
Yes, we were tossing them into each other's mouth.
Yeah. We were sitting on the couch foot to foot and just tossing them for hours, talking shop. Now, that happened, but they do the whole make fun of him and eat his product. I mean, one more time. Syracuse stood up for himself here, and I loved it. This was making me die laughing.
Clearly a goof.
Well, anyways, yeah, exactly like you said. Next time I'm going to ask for a fucking laptop.
Yeah.
I mean, you ate them. What kind of goof is that? You guys ate the farms.
I'll eat anything you bring. Come.
Of course I'm going to eat it. It is my favorite food, but it was a bit.
Oh, there we go. Not only is he's like, I'm definitely going to eat it. It's my favorite food in the whole world, and I asked for it. Okay, so is this a way just not to pay him for getting chicken parm? Is this a way to be like, wow, you actually got that? Like, what are you, stupid? Well, I'm going to take it from you and eat it, but yeah, what? Duh. It is my favorite food, and I asked for it, but no, I didn't want it. What is he doing?
Like I'm not going to eat chicken parm. Duh.
I'm not going to not eat chicken parm when it's there, and I asked for it, and then you brought it. What a prank. What a prank. I've never seen a better prank.
Well, but, yeah, I don't think, go ahead.
No, I just find this one of the funniest things I've ever heard. His favorite food is chicken parm. He asks for chicken parm, he gets chicken parm, and then all he does is make fun of his producer for bringing him chicken parm. One of the best moves I've ever seen. I love it. And this goes right into Saudi talk. This goes right into everything, Mark.
Yes, I only watched 10 minutes. You were like, oh, the first 10 minutes is good. I only watched 10 minutes of this today.
Yeah. But it gets so good with Saudi talk and all that. And I didn't even think about that. That Syracuse has been like Joe List's good friend and worked with him for years. He knows his favorite food is chicken parm. What is this? This is some kind of manipulation thing. I don't even know. What a weird thing to do. And I know it is a joke. I'm sure it's a joke, but is it?
It's like if someone says, hey, do you want me to bring you anything? And you say, yeah, a fucking 3-layer birthday cake. And then you show up with a 3-layer birthday cake.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? 3-layer?
7-layer.
7-layer? What's that
dip.
mean?
That's a dip, which is 7-layer.
What do you call 3 level?
Now we're getting into comedy connections. Now we're getting into 7-layer dip. dip in the pool. Pool time. Real time with Pool Mar. We're getting into this zone. I can feel it. So too much riffing, but it gets good again.
Yeah, tear.
Yeah,
for fear.
Tear. People say you're retarded, but I don't see it.
All right, I'm getting better.
I think you're all right. 3 tier.
3 tier. Here.
3 tiers for old Notre Dame.
It gets good. Don't worry.
Wake
This
up
is getting
the
good. This is
echoes.
all
All right, so we're
nonsense.
recording back-to-back episodes, not in the same day, but pretty soon.
Yeah,
This is good too. This is a good preview for next week's show. If you're already excited to watch this week's We Might Be Drunk, wait till they reveal you what next week's We Might Be Drunk will hold. I cannot wait now, Mark, for next week's We Might Be Drunk, because listen to what he says.
You're going to join Al-Qaeda.
You got that right.
And can you say that?
Not there.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I think they might love you if you do that. You can crowd surf.
That's true. I've been saying praise Allah for the past 40 years.
Maybe that's why you're booked.
Maybe that's it. Timmy D.
Oh, are they getting into Saudi talk now? I forget. It goes all over the place. But also funny that, this is basically that's a bad as joke as Tim Dillon made almost. But it's kind of funny. Like, this is coming out. Perfect time. Mark Norman's there right now. He might be the only guy to get kicked off mid-show. For all these comments. I was thinking about that. That would be a thrill for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He got axed.
Then they say they don't even know about Tim Dillon getting axed from the festival that they're on. Tim and Joe List seems to have no. I mean, the level of they don't care is unbelievable here. But
ask you a question. Yeah, because half the money, and you don't have to do the
money's
gig. That's pretty good.
Oh, here we go. This is important. But yeah, Mark, go ahead.
Nah, just the whole position that Joe List is in. It's like I feel like he could be completely out of the loop on it because he's not on the show.
Yeah,
but like he opened for Louis. Like he's good friends with Louis.
Yeah.
He's obviously good friends with Mark and Sam, I think too. So he has to be in the know. But like I don't know. It's strange.
I wonder if he wanted to be invited, if he was invited, and. Is he mad he didn't get invited? And because he's always willing to crap on other comics and talk crap about Donald Trump and all that stuff. So, but he's nothing really to say besides the little things about this. Curious.
I will say I probably he was not invited because I think most of his material is like having sex with his wife material. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't want to box him in any category.
No,
but
you know what I'm going to say? I was thinking about that with like the material. I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't let you finish your point, Mark. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying. I like from what I can remember seeing his material is a little bit more sexual, which is probably not why he probably wouldn't get invited. I don't know.
I don't even think that. See, what I think is that the Saudi, from what I've seen from this Turkey Al Sheikh, the guy running it, he doesn't even know how to spell half the comics' names. I don't think they even really care who they get. They just want names or what their material is. They just want names that will make them look good. That's really what I think. I don't think they care what they even say. That's not what this is about at all, unless they directly badmouth Saudi Arabia. That's what it seemed to me to be like. Just like, when they're hiring, they gave Lee Westwood, the golfer, $40 million. He hasn't been good in 10 years. They gave him, they don't even care. He's just a name. Same, they gave people, they took him from the PGA, so it's a good name to get. And that's what's happening here. They don't care about these guys' material. They don't know who's funny and who's not. It's not about that one bit. Who are the biggest names we can get, and how can they make us look good? That's really what this is about. So I don't think the material factors that at all, which all these comedians should know. They're not a fan of me. They don't like me. They don't think I'm talented. They know that my name has some clout. And that's why they brought me here. So yeah, sellout is not even the beginning of what these guys are doing, but that's all I wanted to say about that. Now, I wonder about Joe List. I wonder about all that. But Mark Norman finally reveals something that I haven't even heard from Tim Dillon. Maybe Tim Dillon said this, but I haven't heard this. And we find out exactly how much Mark Norman is making from this. And you can kind of figure out how much everyone else is making from this. Pretty interesting.
He got axed. He got decapitated.
Tim Dillon.
And he still got the deposit.
He got axed.
He's off the fest.
How come?
Too many jokes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, because half the money, and you don't have to do the
for
gig. That's pretty good.
His deposit is more than my check. So he got off. He pulled the best gay.
Wow. So Mark Norman, thank God for your honesty. Here we go. Tim Dillon announced he was making $375,000. I can't believe he got to keep half of it. That was a masterclass of a move by Tim Dillon. I mean, really. He kept $180,000 to go viral talking badly about Saudi Arabia. I mean, he's pretty much a genius in my book for that.
Yeah.
He's a giant sellout, but he's a genius to pull off that move.
Yeah, but I don't hold anything really against Tim Dillon because one, it was probably dangerous for him to go there in the first place.
Yeah.
One, he made out on it, and two, it like goes with his whole comedic shtick.
Yeah.
So it all worked out for him.
Oh.
And now you got these other idiots revealing that they make much less than Tim, which I don't know. I wouldn't say Tim Dillon's like head and shoulders in clout above Mark Norman in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're giving Mark Norman.
Well, according to, from what I can tell, obviously Tim Dillon said something to Mark Norman, told him that. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know how he found that out. But if Tim Dillon's getting about $180-something thousand, and Mark Norman's making less than that, that means, in my opinion, Mark Norman's probably making almost the minimum amount that they paid guys, which was $150K.
Yeah.
Which means Sam Morril got the same amount, Jessica Kirsten got the same amount. All those people, the New Yorkers, got that same amount of money, $150K. So a pretty amazing amount of money. And is it worth? I was thinking about this. For I don't know exactly how much these guys make. I wish I knew. I want to know. But I bet that for Mark Norman, $150,000 is probably about 4 to 6 weekends of work for him. 4 to 7 weekends of 2 months of work.
A month and a half.
Month and a half of work, let's say, to make that much money in his normal routine on the road. 3, 4, 5 shows a weekend. So these guys have sold themselves out for 18 days worth of free work, 18 days of work, comped. Yeah. It's pretty amazing when you really think about it. I mean, I know $150,000 is a lot of money to anybody. Doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or not. $150,000 is $150,000. But when you put in that term that, hey, I could just do one extra show for 6 weeks and not be the butt of Crack-A-Miko and not be everybody saying I took blood money, I might actually consider that instead of going to Saudi Arabia. But these guys have no foresight. They have no ability to do anything other than cash. Well, they're paying me now. Oh, good. I don't think most of those guys, and I'm doing Norman, but I mean all these comics, they don't think past that.
Yeah, and it is, because it is. I feel like it does. I mean, it stains a reputation, the reputation of their YouTube comments. Because I saw again on the Matt McCusker one, and maybe it's because Shane took the high road, and now all the Matt and Shane people think they're vindicated because they supported the right guy that's pro-America or whatever. Yeah. But like there's all this stuff about how they're Saudi. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's having this big of a backlash. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't expect it. And about a third of the comments in this one are about Mark Norman taking Saudi money. Hey, Mark, we might be. By the way, the top comment on "We might be drunk" 2 weeks in a row. Top YouTube comment is "We might be Saudi." Check the logs. We've been making that joke for a month and a half. I mean, we've been on top of it. So, cheers to us, I guess. I don't know why I said that, but cheers to us for being so great. And we're just the best.
We might be great.
we might be brave. And that's how I feel. So for someone, a Christmas bonus for 5 weeks of work, you're willing to stain your own reputation. So don't even worry. I'm not even talking about, hey, is it ethical to do? Forget about all that. I mean, do you guys have the marshmallow test? Do you have the ability to say, hey, maybe if I just wait it out, don't do that. Don't do it. Make some extra money on the road. I can just avoid all this controversy. I can have the high ground. I mean, how good does Shane Gillis and Stavi look right now for just doing nothing? They didn't have to do anything, and they look like great guys. And same with Bill Burr and Louis C.K. I mean, they make $1.5 million. I think that's about, a month and a half of work for them if they went or did, maybe not Louis. I don't know Louis C.K. anymore, but Bill Burr could do those arenas. Bill Burr could make that in a month, 2 months. if he worked.
Well, he's doing half a show with Jimmy Carr, so.
Right. Yeah, Louis C.K. did half a show with Jimmy Carr, which is worse than taking Saudi money. I mean, imagine the pain and the torture. No, I find Jimmy Carr quite interesting, but I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Carr, but I love Rockefeller Carr. That's his boy. I love Rockefeller. He's a future star. Rockefeller.
Yep.
Something about that name makes me think big bucks. Real name Rockefeller Carr. The name of this.
Rocky Carr. Yeah, that could be a good.
Rocky Carr.
Rocky Carr.
Rocky Carr. Now coming to the stage, the MBS Theater, Saudi Arabia. Rockefeller Carr. Doing the jokes of his father before he was beheaded. Now, we have... So anyway, maybe I'll get more of the Saudi stuff later, a little more, because we had to go where Bill Burr said, Louis C.K., what they said. But I really got shocked by that. 4 to 6 weekends of your life, you're willing to just stain your reputation, possibly forever. I mean, in terms of Bill Burr, he's getting it the worst by far, and he's not helping himself at all. But he really has hurt himself more than $2 million worth, in my opinion, already. More than that. So it's not even a good financial decision in the end for some of these people. Let's continue with this show, Tuesdays with Stories, because I love the Saudi talk, and they're going to talk about what they're coming up with for next show.
Yahoo on the planet.
Wow.
He dressed like a Sikh and Destroy and did a bunch of noises and movements, and now he's off the fest and he still gets the deposit.
But how do they know there's not a fatwa on him?
Oh, he is a fatwa.
Yeah, because...
So there you go. They keep going. That was a good one, but they're just going to keep going and going about this. But then, I mean, how has Mark Norman not figured out, like, oh, I should get canceled. I don't have to take the flight. Maybe I can get a voucher on my ticket and I get $175K. How has he not even tried to get kicked off yet?
Yeah.
That would be the move to me. Copy Tim Dillon. Get kicked off on purpose.
And they get you all in one place. They're like, we've killed your clowns.
Oh, my God. And they're killing some good ones. Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, Louis.
Yeah, so watch out. But especially if you're fucking around too much, and now that you're fired.
That's a good point. Well, he better stay off the roof shows, if you know what I mean. They'll throw that gay right onto the pavement.
Well, luckily he's...
So I feel like Mark Norman could be canceled from the fest for all this talk. I mean, not really that much better than what Tim Dillon had to say.
Well, this is being released while he's over there, or has he already gone up and left?
He might have already gone up, but I hope...
Is this this week's Tuesday?
This is this week's. So it might have created an international incident. We don't even know.
Yeah.
All I know is I didn't see Mark Norman's hand. I didn't see Mark Norman's hand in any sand. Okay, so there might be trouble.
I think you gotta wait for the next live show they do, and he'll subtly be missing a finger, like missing a pinky or something. You know,
that would be great. Yeah,
he can't say anything. Yeah.
Hey guys, you might notice I have hooks for hands now. Well, I don't want to tell you what happened over there, but let's just say it's easier to catch fish now. One of those things.
Tough to pick up. He's got some heft on him.
Yeah, he's a large fat wah. There he is. See, with the tiger and everything.
Oh, so he did a big thing, and then they got rid of him.
He can get paid and doesn't have to go anywhere. Pretty well done. But we'll see if he gets his hands cut off.
But I'd be nervous. Yeah, they could chop him right up and feed me to the poor. I have very little for...
Okay, a lot of silly lines.
Keep going.
Well, anyway, so we're doing back-to-back episodes. I have very little for this one. Tomorrow, I'm going to be fresh out, empty.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to tune into next week now. I love when guys admit, I have nothing to say. Okay. Let me spend an hour and 8 minutes with you then. I can't wait. And I will listen every second, but that's funny to me. That's funny. All right, well, that was about it. But then, Mark, Salacuse stands up for himself again. You know, first of all, he's gotten disrespected with his chicken parm incident. That was insane. And now Joe's talking about his movie, Tom Dustin, Portrait of a Comedian. This movie has been talked about a lot. He's been promoting it. And Salacuse, I didn't know this, but Salacuse, out of the goodness of his heart, actually filmed a lot of the movie himself, shot the movie himself, flew down to Key West on his own dime, and shot the movie with Joe List, helped him shoot the movie. Let's see what happens when Joe List talks about the success of the movie. This is good. I love this stuff.
Still on, it's going to make 40 back. Like, what? They haven't learned yet?
Well, I don't know how to. No one knows how to make money, but my friend, our friend, Danny Frankel over at Punch Up, he keeps saying to me, he's like, you should be pitching. You figured it out because Portrait of a Comedian, we made our money back.
Whoa.
We're in the black or the red. Which one's good?
We're in the black out here.
Black is good.
Red
is bad.
We made our money back.
Okay, here we go. I didn't mean to pause it right there. But he goes, hey, is it black or red? What's the good one? All right, well, they're in the black. They made money off the movie. Didn't expect that. Movie was a low-budget movie, but it's hard to make money on a movie. And he goes, we made our money back. Oh, it's such a success story. We made our money back. Sal Hughes chimes in.
Black out here.
Black is good.
We?
Red is bad.
We made our money back.
You didn't spend any money.
Oh, he had to fly there.
I spent the money.
I didn't. I spent my own money.
Oh!
No. This is the kind of thing that will
Here we
make
go.
me take my shoes off, put them on my hands, and stomp you out like a spider. I tried to pay you. You said, I don't want money, don't need money, don't want money. And then, now you're going to use it against me 3 years later?
And with a
The
parm.
Chicken
fuck
parms
is
aren't
that?
Growing on trees. I had to pay for 2 chicken parms today.
The worst kind of person. The worst.
Wow. I mean, this Sal Hughes on a complete heater here. Congratulations to Sal Hughes. Biggest win in history.
Yeah. I usually hate Sal Hughes because he
can't
always does he always goes, oh, to any kind of edgy kind of joke. But yeah, today he's
right.
holding
And
his
then
own.
usually, like, if they're just like, they could be discussing on We Might Be Drunk Peace in the Middle East, and Sal Hughes will pull up like a clip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, there's no connection. It's usually horrible. Here he goes. We made our money back in the movie. It's been a big success. Sal Hughes goes, we made our money back? Really? He goes, well, you said not to pay. So they're going to get into it. But Sal Hughes, out of the goodness of his heart, films a movie for Joe List, which I think Joe List is even going to say, no one thought it was going to make any money. Everybody thought we were going to lose our hat on this one. It was doomed to fail. So Sal Hughes, out of the goodness of his heart, says, don't charge me. I'll shoot the movie for free. That's a nice thing to do. Fly on his own dime, refuse payment. But when you make the money back, when you start making a profit and start bragging about it, isn't Sal Hughes probably like, wait a second. Maybe if my flight could be paid for? I don't know. I don't think that's a crazy thing to bring up. But Joe List, I love this. It gets better. Joe List can't stand it.
Growing on trees. I had to pay for 2 chicken parms today.
And the chicken parms.
The worst kind of person. The worst kind of behavior.
Well, and what's the worst kind of person? The person that brought you chicken parm and then you made fun of him and ate it? I mean, that's the worst kind of person. Okay.
No, I guess the worst kind of person is the person that shits on the joke where he's like, earlier where he's like, so what's the goof? Like he just makes him look like the asshole.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Oh yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Norman said
That's
that.
what
Yeah,
Sal
exactly.
Hughes said earlier.
The goop. Yeah, Sal Hughes is a heater here.
Do a solid and then bring it up years later.
Wow.
I spent $30,000 and was happy to pay you, and you said, hey, don't pay me. And I said, what are you, crazy? You're the greatest guy. I can't believe it.
Oh, man.
Footage is out of focus.
You're like Buscemi and Billy Madison. You got a list. You put on lipstick and then you cross out. He owes me $38 for that chicken parm. He owes me $500 for the Key West trip.
What am I supposed to do, roll up the cash and slip it in your pocket when you're not looking? I asked you if you wanted money. You said you don't want money. By the way, we're doing the Skankfest doc. I go, what can I get you for? You know, keep in mind, small budget. He quotes me, you should see the numbers. You'd fall over.
I can't believe what's happening here. So Sal Hughes did an entire documentary, shot the whole thing for free, out of his own pocket. It cost money to bring stuff. It costs money to take a flight. It takes money to go to a hotel, whatever. It's his own equipment. Okay, then the movie becomes a financial success. It makes a profit. He's not going to see one single dime from that. So he gets asked, Mark, to do another documentary for Joe List. And this time, he asked for money, and now Joe List is outraged. I mean, I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah. And how much money do you think that actual thing made? Did they say the number here?
What, Tom Dustin?
Yeah.
No, but it probably not a lot. But
yeah, exactly.
But it's, you can't go around saying, it's like if I said, hey, Mark, when this show becomes big, we'll be good, man. But right now I can't pay. And then we get sponsored by BetterHelp and Blue Chew and all this crap. And I go, guys, we did it. We're getting money. We're making no mention of Mark anymore. It's like that. It would be like that.
Fair.
So, and I'll pay you next week, Mark, I promise. But
yeah, no worries.
I'm good for it. So, unbelievable. He's now complaining that he's asking for $750 a day to shoot a full documentary. It's if you bought a union guy, if you hired a union cameraman, it would cost 4 times that.
What are we talking?
4 figures a day?
Oh, wait, what happened?
True.
I said $750 a day, which is standard.
Factor in the hotel and the flights.
$1,000
You know what it's like?
Okay.
It's like It's a Wonderful Life when he's like, all right, everyone, just take what we can get because I'm dying over here. I'm about to lose my fucking house and business.
Right.
And there's the one guy that's like, I want every penny.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on, hit me straight. And then the black lady comes in and she's like, give me 5 cents. And he kisses her on the lips, which I think
Okay, but you just said you are currently making a profit off something that he just did for free. And he's your good buddy. Why don't you give him a dime? Whoa. I love this stuff, man. I love it. Then we go a little more talk. You can't get off this. They bring it up at the end, too, because Joe List's not happy about this being called out like this.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Like he's getting one over. You asked for no money.
Well, maybe you're thinking, hey, I'll ask for no money in the early days. And then once
Mark
you
Norman.
rehire me, now
he
we're
had no
getting
money
paid.
to make the first one. I didn't want to take any money. I
Got
thought
it.
he was going to lose money on the project, so I was like, I'm not going to.
Everyone thought I was going to lose money, but you know what?
What is this?
Daydream believer. Also a monkey's son.
Monkeys, yeah.
So what the hell? He's still bragging about it. He won't pay Syracuse. Everybody said I was going to fail, but now I'm making money hand over fist. Well, and thanks for your free labor. I mean, really, Joe List should have been invited to the Riyadh Comedy Fest. He's already got a slave. I mean, he's already ready. He's got Syracuse working for him.
And he's not even the main producer of this podcast either, too.
He's got Syracuse shooting for him, baking him a nice chicken parm. I mean,
so he's got 2 slaves. He's got the regular producer and Syracuse.
Let's just say, to be conservative, he's got at least 2 slaves. It could be more.
Karen Feehan. I wonder how much she gets paid to babysit the kid.
Babysit. I'm sure she gets. I'm sure that's paid in exposure. I mean,
and have you seen the wrinkles under her eyes? I think it's a taxing job.
She's been working late nights with this kid. This kid must not have a good bedtime. So absolutely unbelievable what I've seen. Thank you to Syracuse. I want to leave a nice comment to Syracuse. You did great this time, and you really bothered Joe List. And you called him out for what he should have been called out, both the chicken parm and the movie.
Yeah.
Non-union PAs make $250 a day. But this guy's also lugging the camera. He's doing everything. He's working. I mean, he's obviously doing cookie runs, coffee runs. I mean, it's a wide, expansive job. So I don't mean to just berate Joe List like this, but come on. You deserve to be called out a little bit for this. So there we go. Wow. Joe List. There we go. Mark killing that second beer already.
Yeah, this is like a performance enhancer. I feel great after this mosh bar.
Yeah.
Wow.
One mosh bar could last you 6-7 days. You don't need to eat anything else. It's that good.
No.
It's that magical.
I didn't have dinner tonight. I skipped dinner.
And you're feeling great, right?
I'm feeling great.
You're going to be puking in 30 minutes. But that's a great. We love it. So he's doing it all, but I'm telling you, he's holding that camera. He's working the camera. He's shooting angles. They might be off center a little bit, but Syracuse is doing it all. People were posting this in my Discord. I just got to talk about this real quick. Someone posted this, and I didn't even know that this was. You know what? I'm so innocent. I didn't even know that this was bait by our good friend Jeff Dye. He posted this picture from a hotel room. Have you seen this picture, Mark?
May have, but it's not burnt. Oh, now it rings a bell.
You remember this? Jeff Dye, who's been on the show, comedian. He says, not trying to shame this hotel, but we got to work on these TV sizes. And I should have maybe blurred this out, but there's an obvious, what I could only describe as a lump there's a lump and a bump and a hump going on downstairs. And that's what I didn't even, honestly, again, I'm so straight and I'm so innocent, I didn't even notice at first. The wood, as Taylor Swift would call it. But wood might be about Jeff Dye, let's be honest. But
well,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, there's also just to say, to put shame and sizes into the caption, and then you put that picture. It's like those.
I know.
The mix up of the words is I don't know.
I almost think size. The word size is doing a lot of work on this pick.
Size, yeah.
It's almost like he might as well have said, "This TV's not girthy enough." Yeah. It's like, okay, I get it, bro. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to do this, Jeff. But yeah, I mean, this is the problem area that we're all looking at, and you see, and I don't know. I mean, it could snake around. I don't really know at this point, but can AI work with this? But this is what I'm seeing. I don't really know, but something like that, Mark, right?
Yeah, I have to look at the YouTube to get the teleshare. It doesn't show up on Discord, but
yeah.
I've kind of blurred out the lower quarter of this picture. Now I'm looking at the hotel room. Kind of a shitty hotel. They got wires hanging out of the TV. You got the box hanging off the TV.
Box.
The door isn't one of those automatic doors with the electric key.
Oh, you're right.
It's got some deadbolt.
Yeah.
Where the hell are they putting them up? The
This is
Quinta Inn?
almost
What's going on here?
This is almost like a hotel room that a male prostitute would work at hour by hour.
Yeah.
Just saying. But by the way, all the comments, if you thought we were wrong, someone called Gay Patrol has the number, Gay Patriot. Gay Patriot. By the way, follow.
This is from the log cabin people.
This is the log cabin people. Gay Patriot, followed by the New Norm Show, says, there's a TV in this picture? Eggplant emoji. So clearly, the focus by a lot of these people, you know what you're doing, people are saying. The size of the
that's like
TV.
an old geezer. Wait, look at that one guy. That guy's, come on, man. You know what you're doing. That looks like an old man.
That's our friend Chris Dolan. What the hell?
Yeah.
But
he's
he's MAGA. You could have fluffed it up. I mean, really, really crazy comments. And when he's trying to talk about the size of the TV, but I couldn't help myself. I go, wait, I feel like I've done this in the past. I'm ashamed to say I found this picture of me. I don't know if this is the same, but I just posted this a few days ago. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I was saying Cleveland show, underrated. I didn't know. A lot of people were making comments. I didn't know about the angle, but I swear to God, Mark, down there, I was just talking about, this is one of my favorite episodes of the Cleveland show. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to say this show underrated AF.
Mismatched socks. Same color mismatched socks. Yikes.
That, I know you're pretending to be so hetero you don't see it, but come on. You ain't got to knock on wood to know I got mismatched socks. But yeah, there we go. That's my tribute to Jeff Dye. Thank you to Jeff Dye for showing us what makes good content and what people are into these days. Jeff Dye becoming a must follow on Twitter.
Yes,
these kind of pictures. It's like this kind of picture, and then some baseball stuff, and then really heavy politics stuff. I know it's getting a little too serious for me. Because he's starting to use the word thugs in tweets. And I go, when I go, I saw the word thugs a couple times. I go, he's going to be like taking pictures in some New York City scaffolding with a black woman attacking him in a couple of months. Anthony Cumia style. That's what tweeting about thugs gets you. So,
yeah. I saw something that Jeff Dye, it showed up on my Instagram feed today. It was like a cute little song about baseball that showed up on my Instagram
it was
feed.
Cute. I saw
and
that.
He commented on it. And that song has now been stuck in my head the entire day.
It was cute. That's what I mean. It's wholesome with Jeff Dye until you see the package.
Right.
And then
right.
it's whiplash
you
following
in.
Jeff Dye, man. It's everything. You get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Stand up, cutesy songs, bulges, radical tweets. But it's really amazing. So there we go. Thank you, Jeff Dye. And I thought I had something else, Jeff Dye. I don't want to focus on the guy too much, but he had something else this week too. I'll find it. I'll find it later.
I can't wait for. Hopefully, he comes on as a guest sometime soon, and I'm still mid protest, and I'll just be hammering.
Oh, I
beers
would love
during
that. Yeah. No, we're not selling that. The protest can't stop for anything.
No.
We can't stop anything.
Ooh.
Oh. What?
I don't want to give away any spoilers, but
something's happening.
Something's happening.
All right, I'm not going to watch. I'm not spoiler free on that game stuff. So we got Saudi stuff. We got all that. And there's someone who's been conspicuously quiet about their involvement in the Saudi Comedy Festival from someone that usually never stops talking and never shuts up. He's been AWOL. He's been missing. And he's released one thing that almost touched on Saudi, but not quite. And we're going to watch it now. That's comedian and all-around bruh, Andrew Schulz. You know, isn't that funny that Andrew Schulz has been almost missing? He's been on one flagrant in the past month. And no talk about the Saudi Comedy Fest. I think he already went on it. No talk about it. Nothing really, he's always in Dubai, in the Middle East. He's always there, but no talk about the Saudi thing. But he released one of these talk to the camera videos that I am so obsessed with, where he does his material to the cam. I thought we should watch it, and it's about Bad Bunny hosting the Super Bowl halftime show. I now I can't even say that I'm not a big Bad Bunny thing, because that's what every comedian is say. Why him, bruh? But Andrew Schulz has a revelation. Yeah, Mark?
I was just saying, I respect him more for his acting than any kind of music. Because again, I'm not that again, but obviously, if you couldn't tell, I don't listen to much Spanish music because my neighbor plays it, so I don't really need to hear it anywhere else.
Ay caramba.
Yeah, ay caramba. But great acting, what I've seen. I thought he was one of the best actors in that Happy Gilmore movie, and he was good in Caught Stealing. So.
Oh, he was in Caught Stealing. I thought he was. Honestly, I thought you might be taken in by his Latin charm. I thought he was not that good in Happy Gilmore too. I thought.
I thought compared to all the other cameos, I was like, he was actually kind of decent.
Well, I'll have to rewatch it, and find out. How about that? I just dropped a sick knot. That was pretty good.
Nice.
But John, I thought John Daly was the best cameo. John Daly rocked.
He was going to kill it either way. I mean, he's a lovable guy.
He should host the freaking halftime show. But instead, we get Bad
Forgiato Blow.
Yeah, Forgiato Blow, basically. And Bad Bunny's doing that now. I don't know. I think, Bad Bunny's got Hasan Piker syndrome, where his clothes are 3 times wider than his body. He's got a shrunken head. I think hope he's going to be okay, but those clothes are large. The point where they might be, he might be shrinking inside of them, folklore style, not the Taylor Swift album. Now, let's get to Andrew Schulz talk about Bad Bunny. I thought that was pretty interesting, and he almost, because this is called the Bad Bunny Super Bowl and the Outrage Machine. So I think this is a little bit of his way of saying, if you're outraged, you must be a bot. If you don't like that I'm taking Saudi oil money to promote their country and ignore all their human rights abuses, you might be a bot. All right, fair enough. I've been accused of being a bot several times. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. This week it was announced that global sensation, Spotify's #1 artist, Kendall Jenner's prize Platino and Duolingo darling Bad Bunny.
And when he hits those plosives, I want to know his Platino Playa Piranha and his Duolingo daddy. I mean, you want to puke. You hear someone talk like that. New York style.
He sounds like he went to like a comedy class thing where they just told him alliterations are funny. Every time I hear it, it's like I want to throw up.
You're exactly right about that comedy, like comedy class stuff. That's like when Krusty the Clown in The Simpsons teaches his comedy class. He goes, you got to hit the K sounds. All the K sounds are funny. Cucamonga, caramba. You know, you got to hit all those words. Like, that's just like a formula. Hey, these 2 letters, and if you hit them real hard, I guess people will think it's a joke. Duolingo daddy with diamonds in his hair. Dog, Bad Bunny. It's really got to make... I've talked about this too much. But, yeah. And really, shouldn't there be
It's like
some
I couldn't
fruit?
even get... Go ahead.
I was going to say, there should be some fruit in that hat that Bad Bunny's wearing.
Yeah.
How is there no fruit in that hat?
Chica banana.
I'm Bad Bunny, and I'm here to say, hate to make you dance in a major way. Yes. Mark, what were you going to say, though?
No, I was something about I was like, I can't even make it past one joke of Schulz where I'm
That's
like,
what I mean.
turn this off.
It's 10 seconds, and you're like, ugh. But he gets millions of views. I'm shocked. Let's watch a little more. There are highlights. We're not going to watch this whole damn thing. Whoops.
Will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, making him the first Puerto Rican patriot to perform at the Super Bowl that's not a gang-banging Boston booty boy.
I mean, really, just count the alliteration. It'll make you sick.
I don't want to. I'm taking these off.
No, really, don't listen to this. Boston Booty Boy it was sponsored by a Super Bowl stud, and it's really, once you notice it, it's unbelievable. You can't get away from it.
Yeah, it's like now I'm gonna say it a bunch now, but when you watch any like a Kardashian or any kind of like show like that where they say like every time, and then once you hear that, you can't unhear it.
Right, you can't unhear it, right?
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know Bad Bunny, he's the...
and Bad Bunny's even alliterative. I can't even listen to that. Bad Bunny. Do you think he does that in his day-to-day life, or you think he just can't stop doing alliteration now? That's what I would assume.
I prefer
let
word
me get a chopped
association.
cheese, Chief. You know, is he doing that shit in New York? Am I hearing that? Pile on another pickle, Mr. Pepper. I mean, and you can't do it without spitting. And the writing is getting lazier and lazier. He doesn't write this, by the way. This is a Google Doc that just got bent over the table and destroyed. I mean, this is it's a horrible to see that Google Docs edit history, tracking changes would make you sick. What they thought would work. Whoa.
World's largest Latin trap artist, followed closely by ICE. Literally. Surely, with the last few weeks we've had...
And that's a joke too now? Literally. That's a joke? Literally. That's like me saying not. I mean, it's the same level. But this is pre-written stuff. And his lips are nuts. His eyes are nuts. I should just skip to the part I want to play, but I can't stop.
Had in America, the keyboard culture warriors would be too exhausted from politicizing everything from 5 mass shootings to the logo change of a highway rest stop restaurant to...
And that, I even noticed that one, Mark, he didn't even need to do it. He added an extra word. Highway, that's not even a joke. They changed the logo to highway restaurant, rest stop. Rest stop, restaurant.
It was alliteration. What's an alliteration where it's just not even the first letter. It's the first like word, like first part of the word.
I know.
It's the
It's,
same.
you know, it's like when Lil Pump tries to rhyme words. He just says the same word over and over. Lil Pump, Lil Pump, Lil Pump. Got a pump.
Schulz should become a rapper, honestly.
I
think
know.
that's his next.
I mean, he can hit those
that should be
letters.
his-
He's hitting MF Doom style plosives. Pot jingling, pot wiggling. Yeah, he can do it all. Pot. Now let's get to. I can't watch anymore, but let's get to the hard part where he drops some major bars. Jokes that by the end of this, there's jokes that I literally don't understand, and I'm asking for your help tonight to figure these out.
I'll get my calculator out.
Seriously, yeah, this is a formula. Schulz plus alliteration equals comedy. I know that, but there's more to it. Watch this.
Years later, their kids can get CTE too. Maybe, just maybe, not everything is about fuck Trump or triggering the libs. Chances are American Eagle just wants to sell jeans. Occam's razor says the simplest explanation is usually the right one. Well, this is America, baby, and our razor says follow the money.
Listen.
And you can probably buy that razor after Sydney Sweeney uses it to shave her American Eagle bald at scooterscooters.net. Can you believe someone actually got there first? Absolutely I can. This is America, baby. Fortunately or unfortunately.
What did any of that mean?
Yeah, I typed that in. I got an error, a syntax error.
Syntax error, obviously. Our greatest minds in AI computing can't figure that one out. What the hell was that?
Yeah, this is a Texas Instrument too. This is top notch.
Yeah, that's a top of the line product, made in Houston or wherever. Now, okay, he says Occam's razor, and since 20 seconds ago he brought up Sydney Sweeney, and she has some kind of deal with that razor company. Listen to this.
Follow the money. And you can probably buy that razor after Sydney Sweeney uses it to shave her American Eagle bald at scooterscooters.net.
What? Now, I was so confused. And normally, I normally like to think of myself as understanding jokes. Even if I don't like them, I can figure it out. I actually went to scooterscooters.net thinking it was a real website. I'm like, there must be some solution to this joke. It must be an ARG. This must be like a seek and find of a joke. You got to go to a website that there's a secret tab that takes you to the joke. No, it's just some nonsense. Nonsense.
It's Scooter is the name, and it possessive of then
Cooters.
The C word.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can go to scooterscooters.net to what? Buy her razor that she used it to shave her American bald eagle. What? There is way too much going on.
Can we not?
She's dating Scooter Braun.
Oh yeah. Oh. I thought I still had a chance. Sorry, guys, I blocked that out.
How did you know? We forgot to put in the Scooter Braun matrix into that formula. I forgot.
My bad.
Still, the joke seems not clear to me at all. The American, but it's also one long sentence.
This is America, baby, and our razor says follow the money. And you can probably buy that razor after Sydney Sweeney uses it to shave her American Eagle bald at scooterscooters.net. Can you believe someone actually got there first? Absolutely, I can.
What does that mean? I think someone who got there first got where first?
Either on the domain name or Sydney Sweeney. I can't tell. Honestly.
But the domain doesn't exist. It's made up. You get a 404 error. You get a syntax error. And she's been with other people before Scooter Braun. So what is he talking about? What is he talking about? And this is the face of a comedian, by the way. This is when you know you're about to laugh. Someone makes this face, sneering at the camera. Jesus, dude. Okay.
That's the face I make before
Okay, so the Scooter part makes sense now. But that's the only part that was unlocked by this whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's keep going. I'm so sorry. Every time it gets more confusing.
.net. Can you believe someone actually got there first? Absolutely, I can. This is America, baby. Fortunately or unfortunately.
And what does that mean? Having sex with Sydney Sweeney is because we live in America? Someone gets to do that?
Oh, because I think the Scooter Braun guy, not that I researched him a lot, but I think he's older, and I think he's just like a rich guy. He's not like a celebrity. Okay. So I guess that's the American dream: is you get rich and then
you date Sydney Sweeney.
Sweeney,
but he didn't get there first. She was like engaged to someone before this. I don't know.
Yeah, Tom Brady was raising her up the other week. Was that
I didn't see that.
Or not the other week, but at the Bezos funeral, or not funeral, the wedding. Sorry. Wow. That was just a slip. Yeah, my bad. All right, maybe it's time for another mosh bar.
Take another mosh bar and 3 more beers, and you'll be better. No, I don't know. Scooters. Okay.
Now I'm looking forward to this flavor because you only brought one of this flavor, so this is.
Yeah, actually, there were maybe 2 of those, and I ate one. I thought that one was really gross. I thought that one was really gross, so I made sure to pack it. But for
This
you?
one's chocolate brownie crunch for the folks at home.
It sounds good, right?
Yeah, it sounds really good.
We'll take a bite. We'll see how I feel. This show is flying by. I can't wait to come back on Friday. Yeah, we'll be back on a Friday night, everybody. Friday night, we're coming back because I got double the amount of stuff for Friday. How is it, Mark?
Not terrible. It's I honestly preferred the blueberry one a little bit more, but it's like a Cliff Bar brownie kind of thing.
Only in America, man. Only in America. Yeah. Mark, do that.
What? Say the thing.
Eat a mosh bar. I don't know. I'm trying to do Andrew Schulz material. Give me a chance.
Oh. Well, you're doing well.
You're not supposed to ask
any sense of it.
You're not supposed to ask a follow-up to any of these jokes. I found out that. You're just supposed to be like, okay. Comedy is just being beamed in my head, I guess. Mark is thinking those Luigi thoughts. I think so. He's going full Burr now. Hey, MBS, can you believe this Bezos guy? He's so rich. How do you do it? He's disgusting. True. Then we get to one final joke that I thought was like, I'm like, why is he showing this? So let's just get to the end of this.
Then legacy media covers the controversy in a last-ditch effort to remain relevant. Then we open up our phones.
So this is where he's basically saying, hey, all this Saudi talk, it's bots amplifying it. And then it's mainstream media, which sucks. By the way, don't trust the New York Times because they just want to be relevant. So they make up stuff. And then we believe it. What idiots. Saudi Arabia's great. You know, he's basically on the cusp of saying that. But watch this.
And these stories seem inescapable. It's video after video after video. Not that one. And it looks like our...
What did he just show? Yeah, what did he just show?
Can you rewind that? I missed that. I was picking up crumbs from this thing.
So he goes, it's video.
Oh.
After video.
Video, something with the government shutdown. Then watch this last Photoshop.
After video.
What is that? Is that Lana? Is that Lana Rhodes? You know, I've been on the internet a while. I mean, is this the video where she drinks urine? I don't know. Someone else has to tell me that. Because isn't Andrew Schulz like buddies with Big? I mean, Andrew Schulz knows Big Mike. Andrew Schulz has been like on podcasts with Big Mike. So what the hell is this? And why is this being beamed on my television? Someone's out for Big Mike, man. I don't know what the hell that is. Because that's right? That's her. I just thought, why the hell are we looking at this?
I don't know the significance of that. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that video is.
She's
a star.
She's an astronaut and a very smart lady. No, she is a star. And this is some kind of deep fetish content, but very weird to promote this. To show this. I love it, though. Obviously, Andrew Schulz not involved in the editing process.
Not that one. And it looks like our country is tearing apart at the seams. It feels...
I couldn't look up what it was because the parental controls at my house are very strict right now. I mean, I get 30 minutes of We Might Be Drunk a day, and then it cuts off. Wi-Fi cuts off for the day. I'm in talks with Mom right now to fix that for you guys. But for now, I couldn't look that up.
Real. But the truth
is, the end of this is
none
insane.
Of us normal, rational people give a fuck that Cracker Barrel changed its logo. And you know I know that is true? Because 50% of the tweets about Cracker Barrel were bots. There was no controversy. There was no outrage. This whole story was faker than a smile on Love Island. The point is, a lot of the outrage we're feeling is manufactured. And the opinions behind it aren't real. We need to start recognizing that before the grifters and their bot armies turn this country into a Waffle House after Morgan Wallen headlines Astroworld. And
Whoa. Those are all things I know about. Whoa. That's like 5 things I know about in one joke. I love that. You know, Morgan Wallen Waffle House. Wah, 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 wah. But is that kind of like, I think he's trying to build this case that the outrage machine is all fake. So if he ever gets called out for it, the bot army is at it again. The bot army and the fake. You know, who else was talking about this? Oh, yeah, Bill Burr. Everybody that's mad about this is sanctimonious. They're trying to get money from clips. he is really, these people are really digging themselves a hole. Basically they think, hey, no one could be actually upset that someone they thought they liked is taking blood money. No one could actually be upset about that because they don't care. So to them, it's like, well, it must be bots, it must be fake, or you're misguided, you're lied to, you don't really know. They don't even believe people would really have any sort of principles, whether, they're pretending or not. All right. Listen to the end of this.
For God's sake, please, let's not ruin sports. It's nice to have one thing where you can hate someone simply for the color of their jersey.
Whoa!
Jersey? What jersey? New Jersey? What's he talking about?
Jersey. And the cut too, because you gotta cut to the other angle for that banger of a punchline.
Simply for the color. Let's not ruin sports. It's nice to have one thing where you can hate someone simply for the color of their jersey.
Jersey. Oh.
Nice.
Well, I thought that was whoops. Whoa. I thought that was pretty good, Mark. Did you like that?
Yeah. Now here's my problem. I have this with podcasts too. Like that whole Morgan Wallen thing, like I know he said the N-word. I know the Astroworld thing. I know Waffle Houses have this reputation. But then I'm like thinking, because he's making all this comparisons, I'm thinking, oh, did I miss a specific video? Like, do I need to go look it up? So if I was the average viewer, I would pause it and then go look up that video. And then I'd be in this loophole and I would never come back to this. That's
how you would go. Well, I think, the hope I think is with these videos is that by 45 seconds in, you're in basically a coma and you can't close the video. You're just being assaulted by words and alliteration. That's what I mean. I don't think people break this down. I don't think people really they just go, hot references, alliteration. This got another banger, but people are being misled. This is a lot of tricks he's using. I'm not blaming the people, but these are a lot of tricks. And Andrew Schulz does have a response to what you just said, Mark, about, turning off the video. Go ahead, Andrew.
Jersey.
Whoa, there he goes. Jersey. So let's see what Andrew Schulz finally has to say about Saudi Arabia. I don't want to judge him on his jersey. And we'll keep going. So this jersey thing is killing me. Jersey. Well, there we go. That was that. I just want to keep going. I want to keep going, Mark. We got a little bit to go. You'll be here Friday, right, Mark? I don't want the people to think you're going to be there and then you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I will be here.
Perfect. It's going to be a bang because I got another 5 hours worth of stuff to talk about. I mean, we got more awesome.
There's a whole Tyler Fisher special I want to talk about.
Yeah, the Tyler Fisher stuff. I don't even know if I'll have time tonight because that's a long. That's like a 2 hour long thing.
I got a whole page of time.
Yeah, Mark's got notes. I mean, really.
I have. Yeah.
At least applaud Mark's effort on this one. We're putting in the work. He's drinking. He's writing.
And I did. I wrote this. I wrote this on October 1st. It's October 8th. I need to revisit all these notes. Half of this is gibberish.
Yeah. So we'll get to the Tyler Fisher stuff. But Tyler Fisher's, hopped on this anti-Saudi Comedy Fest train. By the way, maybe we'll just show that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting because I don't even get his. First of all, where is it? Oh, I have it down here. He it's kind of like funny. He's doing it, but not for the reason you would think. The Fish, of course, comedian. We've talked to about him quite a bit on here. So if we posted this, which actually was like, it wasn't that. It's a pretty good impression of Bill Burr. It's the Monday Morning Podcast with Bill Burka, and I don't even think it was that unfunny. It was probably it was a good impression, but I could not figure out for the life of me why he's shirtless the whole time. I have not figured that out yet. There is no reason for him to be shirtless, but he is.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Billy Burka here, right? And we're doing this on a Monday.
So you could you know, I know he's doing parody, but you could also say this is a man having a breakdown. And we don't know yet. That's what we're going to investigate next show. Is this a full, what is happening? What is happening? You know, we got some inside scoops also from some trusted sources about Tyler Fisher's behavior. And we hope to find more about that. But let's just say it doesn't dispel all the rumors that are coming up about him. Okay. I just thought, why is he shirtless? Is he having a mental break? I hope not. But here's what I don't get. He posted this about the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Lots of them called me a far-right extremist for not performing due to unconstitutional vax mandates and fighting racist DEI crap. Come to my show. Which one of these people called Tyler Fisher out for not getting vaccinated? I don't think any one of them.
You mean specifically to Tyler Fisher?
Well, he says they called me. And I even if he's saying they called people far-right extremists, almost all these people, these are just like a bunch of alt-right comics and Whitney Cummings, who's now alt-right.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused.
Probably Chris Tucker.
Probably that bastard, that woke bastard, Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Is it true? Wasn't that guy? He was actually on Epstein's list, wasn't he? Chris Tucker. So he
was. Yeah,
right?
I thought he was on the flight logs at least.
He was on the flight log.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker, really? Yeah. I've been everywhere, man. I mean, Chris Tucker's done it all in his life. 3 movies with Jackie Chan, a visit to Epstein Island, and the Riyadh Comedy Fest. I mean, that's a resume. That's a resume for anybody. But he's going after them. You know, who else? I just am kind of interested in who else on this list has spoken up about this whole thing. I mean, Whitney. I haven't heard Whitney really. Has Whitney talked about this? Maybe someone can inform me for next show. Has Whitney even talked about this? What she's doing? I mean, people are directly calling her out for being a hypocrite. Chris D'Elia today co-signing the Crack Amico song about Riyadh and how he's right about Whitney. Used to defend D'Elia, or used to, you know, went after, you know, slimed out D'Elia after defending him. First defending him, then sliming me out, saying he's a horrible human being, he treats women like crap, and then she goes to Riyadh. So I haven't heard much from her about that. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard a single thing from the guy that looks exactly like Kurt Metzger. Where is he? There's a guy at the top of this thing. Looks a 1-to-1. I'm like, that's not, you're telling me that's not Kurt Metzger? It's not. But I haven't heard a word from him.
Now, I know you hate roast battles, but wouldn't a roast battle between him and Kurt Metzger be great?
Oh my God. You're balding out of shape. No, you're balding out of shape. I mean, I'm kidding. That would be inventive too. They're good writers, but here's the thing. Also, these roast battles, I got to tell you one thing. I went to a roast battle and everybody was killing. I mean, everybody was destroying. But here's every joke at the roast battle. Give it up for joke. No,
give it up
no.
For, yeah.
Give it up for
name.
The White Aunt Jemima. Applause. See, I don't even know who I'm talking about, and you guys are laughing. It doesn't even matter. Give it up for the gay Donald Trump. Laughter. I mean, you just say something. Give it up for blank. That to me, it infuriated me. I wanted to get the hell out of there as fast as possible. And then all the judges have to come in with their give it up fors too. You know, the two comics roast together, and the judges go, "Hey, give it up for Michael J. Sucks," to the guy that's crippled and, you know, has a real issue moving around. You know, that's good stuff.
Well, and then you didn't mention who was on the panel of that roast battle. You mentioned him earlier.
Barber to the Stars, Trey Pack. Is that who you're talking about?
Well, that's one of them, yeah.
Barber to the Stars, Trey Pack, Mark's Barber, and Uncle Laser's Barber was on this show. That's what I mean. It's the only city in America where you go, my barber's on the show tonight. Let's go. Now, who else, Mark? It was Drew Nickens, right?
Yeah, Drew Nickens.
Drew Nickens was and then he said anything he says, they go, okay, Drew Nickens has something to say. It's like, it's just so shitty. Everyone's so shitty to each other.
Yeah. Well, I always feel bad for Drake. Like, I don't know if that's
so I felt. I mean, Drew Nickens, whatever. You know who I felt bad for? We ran into Kill Tony legend Martin Phillips on the streets of Austin. We ran into him. We go to see this guy's show to be nice. I wanted to see what the vibe of comedy was like. Some of it was not good. And anyway, we're hanging out outside this room, and we're like, hey, we're gonna go to this other place. We're near 6th Street. We're gonna walk to this other bar. Martin Phillips is there. Now he is the guy, if you remember Kill Tony, he's always kind of shaking a little bit. He has an issue, trouble walking, he's vibrating often. I swear Hasan shock collared him and is buzzing him all the time. That's how he actioned him. But he's a I don't know what he would call himself, handy capable guy. And Mark, you did it. All three.
I did it.
All three. Beers.
If I have another mosh bar before Friday's show, 4 will be issues.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to tune in on Friday to watch Mark drink 4 beers in honor of our troops. Yeah. Greg Stone and Dan Soder and all the other guests. We might be drunk. But anyway, we're talking, we're chatting it up, and Martin Phillips is there. And then we all go, hey, we're gonna go to this other bar. We all start walking, and Martin Phillips, who has trouble walking, is kind of with us, but kind of off to the side. And we're crossing the street. I'm like, he's not even going to make it. But I can't say, I'm not going to say anything because I think he can, I'm figuring he can manage himself. But he's just lagging. I felt so bad and everyone was ignoring him. I'm like, I thought he was a beloved legend around Austin. Yeah. Everyone was ignoring him.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Is like I didn't understand because like the two guys I was with, that we were with, I know that they perform at the place that we were at originally a lot. So and he was there, so I was like, oh, maybe they know each other well, or maybe they don't, and they're just letting him have his distance. But the whole thing seemed like off, and I was like, are you guys like purposely ignoring him, or you guys don't want to like glom on? Like it was very strange what it seemed like. What was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then, I don't know, but it made me, it unsettled me. I'll say that. It unsettled me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he ever made it to where he was going, but we went to probably one of the, and I've been to open mics where there is no mic, where there is no stage, where you have to talk over the other people at the bar to do your jokes. I've been to those places. I might have gone to the worst venue for stand-up comedy I've ever seen. It's called Narbar, Mark.
Yeah. Narbar, you nailed it.
Narbar, there is some, hippy-dippy dude blowing bubbles at the entrance. You got to walk through just a waterfall of bubbles to get into this place, Mark. And it's some comic that you got to say, what's up to? As you walk in, but it's this guy. He's doing dances. He's throwing bubbles in the air. It's very Woodstock. It really upset me.
Yeah, it's he's a 6th Street barker, so he's barking people in, and he's always got to be on, like he's always be up and high energy, which I'm never walking into there. If I'm walking into that place, I'm defeated. I'm low energy.
Yeah. You're like, all my plans have gone wrong. I'm here. Let's all chill.
Yes. Yeah.
So we go in, and you go in the bar. It's a nice enough looking bar. But then you walk to the back. I hesitate to even call it, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like it's kind of like if they try to make a comedy club inside of an active junkyard. It was like, it's just you open the door to the outside. It's like sort of outside, but it's under some metal caging. And you open it up and you're literally, you told me, you warned me, but you open up, you're literally like in the comedian's lap when you open the door to this place. He's right there on the stage. There's like, there's some guy, there's people that look passed out, like right at his feet. And then you got to join the other comics up the stairs, so you got to walk right by the crowd, in between the crowd and the comic, just to get upstairs to a part where you can have the, beloved hang. So you got to walk up these stairs to get to the hang. And you get up there and it's, it's like any open mic room. If you've ever had the misfortune of being, it's a bunch of miserable dudes drinking beer,
Yeah.
and looking miserable. But the vibes, but that's okay for me. I told you, I love jaded comedian. The vibes were so off at this place. I cannot believe people voluntarily do stand up there. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Every time I walk in there, I'm walking in to see someone. And then I have like a couple minute conversation. I'm like, do you want to go somewhere else? We got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's how long were we there? 45 seconds. And I was like, you were like, hey, we should go. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we walked up the stairs. I said hello to my friend. I go, oh, this is Tom. And I'm like, we should get out of here.
Yeah, that was it.
So that used to be okay because that upstairs thing, you could walk back into the bar. But for some reason, they've just closed that off. So then you have to walk down the steps and then go through the crowd again, which feels awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 45 seconds, we went past the same comic, I think, doing the same like 4-minute set. We went past him twice.
Yeah.
And then I swear to God, some white guy comes up. He starts talking about, he's like, y'all ever heard of Iceberg Slim? I'm like, what are you doing, Chappelle's act? What is going on? The place was nuts. He was literally doing Iceberg Slim material.
Yeah. I'm surprised you remember that because I turned to you, I was like, I don't even know who Iceberg Slim is. And
I just shocked me. I'm like, I've never heard anybody but Dave Chappelle in one of his specials talk about Iceberg Slim. And it's a big part of his act. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what? And I saw half the people from Kill Tony Bucket Pulls that were creepy when I saw them on Kill Tony. So I was like, we got to get the hell out of here. It was a creepy. Usually I love the Kill Tony signs. This was a creepy vibe. I saw one guy really creep me out.
You'll have to tell me off which one it was, but
it's not important. I don't even know his name. I could barely describe him, but
okay.
He's got a weird voice. It's a deep voice. I don't have to pretend I don't know.
I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about too. That's the other problem. That's the other problem with that thing is because too many comics like to hang up there.
Yeah.
And then there's more people upstairs than downstairs, and everybody upstairs is talking. So then the people downstairs can't hear any. It's horrible. Like it's the worst setup you could think of.
The acoustics, the vibe, the general health of everyone in there is horrible. It's horrible. So anyway, that's another little thing about Austin. Yeah, I found. Then there was another open mic that was just ending. 2 other places we went. It's just like. It's like any open mic scene. It's not any worse than any other open mic scene, but it's not better either. It's a mess.
The only part that's better is you can do an open mic on Kill Tony and maybe hit it big.
Yeah.
So
that is your best. Yeah, that's your best hope, I would say. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there is Ty the Fish talking about Austin, and that got us to here, and we all know where we are. So, Austin was a blast. I have more people I ran into. And I really tried. This second night. We'll just finish the Austin story tonight. I really tried to finish on with a bang. I went out on Saturday night with my bathhouse t-shirt on, my New York bathhouse t-shirt, because I thought I'm going to run into Ari Matty or Red Band, and we're going to hit it off. Where I'm going to find out every detail about this bathhouse. I'm going to pretend I went. I'm going to pretend I only go during men's hours. I was going to get into it. Not to be though, and but it was a very fun time. I'll say this, and we chopped it up. A lot of comics, and the amount of celebs. I have even more, Mark. But
yeah,
Jack Shaw. I got the list all here, Mark. Wait.
Yep.
Jack Shaw.
I know you're missing one.
I'm missing one big one, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Martin Phillips, Timmy No Breaks. Tell me, Mark, who am I forgetting?
Well, the whole airport ride home.
Oh, I forgot. I got to the airport in the morning. I get out. I get through security. What a blast. What a great airport. And I sit down and I immediately, this is a funny story actually, I immediately see Hans Kim walking through the airport. I go, another big stud celeb. I love Austin. This is the greatest town in my life. Hans Kim, everybody. So I thought about following him to see where he was going. I decided not to. But then I'm hanging out. My plane gets delayed again. That's a whole nother story. And I glance up and I see Ari Matty walking through the airport. I see Ari Matty. He's got on a Mothership sweatshirt. I just glanced at him. But I saw him. I go, that's freaking Ari Matty. And he's got a Mothership sweatshirt on. He's got like a European kind of leather bag. He's wearing shorts that are too short. I said, that's got to be Ari Matty. No way. And he's wearing wacky orange sneakers. I say, that's an Eastern European trip. I say, I got to see what this guy's up to, where he's going. I got time to spare in this airport. So like a complete psycho, I start following Ari Matty through the Austin airport. Okay. Going like, and he's walking quick. So I'm walking slightly faster than him. The whole time I'm on the phone with, Ken. I'm on the phone with my girl, Ken. I'm going, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to you. But I'm really trying to catch up to Ari Matty. I'm desperate to see what he's up to. Because I'm bored of the Austin airport. What else am I going to do? Okay. I have 8 different breakfast tacos. Okay. There's nothing else to do. $13 a taco. So I start walking. I'm following Ari Matty. And I follow him literally from like the security gate where you enter. No one's going to know this part, but I follow him from there to like the end of the terminal one way. Like that's like almost an 8 to 10 minute walk. Mm-hmm. And I'm following him. I'm catching up to him slowly but surely. And I'm weaving in and out of crowds, like lost in translation. I'm trying to get to this guy. I'm trying to get to him.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't even know if I'm going to say anything, but I want to be like, oh, it's Ari Matty, and therefore another celeb spotted. I follow him for, no joke, 7 minutes. He finally slows down near his gate. I finally get around him to get a good look. Wasn't Ari Matty, just some guy. So I followed this guy like a complete psychopath in the airport. 8 minutes. Just a guy with a Mothership sweatshirt on. He probably just visited to see Sam Talent. I was a little embarrassed. I still asked him, how do you come up with your material? I mean, I'd gone that far. I had to ask. But I was highly embarrassed by that, Mark. That was a pretty, I was like, I'm going to see the Estonian guy himself.
Yeah. It was crazy. Like all the times I've flown out of Austin, I haven't seen any like big comedy people that I could think of. I've seen one professional baseball player, but that was about it. And then I flew this past weekend right after you, and I'm looking around, and I don't have the same luck at all. I can't find any.
I got so lucky, man. I was so happy. I was so happy. And actually, getting to my plane, I actually flew on David Lucas. I mean, that was a very smooth ride. No, I didn't see David Lucas. That was really who I wanted to see. That was my white whale. I wanted to see David Lucas out there. Go ahead. Anybody? Anybody? No one's going to comment. Okay, someone in the chat will comment on that, I'm sure. Now, anyway, I don't even know what I would have said to Mr. Matty, but I would have maybe said something. You never know. I never. So Austin, what a wild place. We also tried to go in the woods to meet Alex Jones, because we're going to hike to meet Alex Jones in the Austin woods. He goes there sometimes. He's got a Hitler mustache right now. I said that would be the greatest photo op of all time. Not to be. We didn't see Alex Jones. We saw a bunch of hippies, a bunch of crap, a bunch of hippie dippy crap. But then I saw another video. Tyler Fisher seems to be in the woods in Austin too, doing videos.
You have to send that to me. Maybe I can.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Austin, but I just assumed because he lives there. I'm like, that looks like Austin. And he, the video is like I almost want to talk to Tyler Fisher for 1 second, but we'll do that on Friday because he's getting into, he's gotten kicked off Fox News. And I said, where's he going to go from here? Because he already went right wing and went on Fox. Now he got kicked off Fox. He said Fox was too woke, so he can't go back to the left. So the only place to go is more right. Then he has this whole incident with the comedy Mothership we'll get into on Friday. And you go, where's he to go from here? He's getting into, I think he's trying to get in the Candace Owens show. He's coming up with conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk. I mean, they'll blow your mind. We'll get to those on Friday. He's doing an Alex Jones, basically, walking in the wood, ranting about conspiracies and tunnels and exploding microphones. It's pretty great stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. But the Austin Woods are a hot place, obviously, for influencers.
And then we folded.
Yeah, oh my God, I almost forgot. Yeah, we did. I was dying. I've been talking about this for months on the show. I'm dying to play poker. And I also need a quick sip of water. I'm so sorry. I was dying to play poker. And I couldn't find a group. But then I said, there's some place in Austin to play. There's the Lodge where Nadav plays. The Fold, sponsored by the Flop, sponsored by the Turn, sponsored by the River. And he has this show called The Flop where they play poker. I got obsessed. I wanted to play poker with Uncle Laser. That was harder to do than we thought. It's not easy to get into the Lodge. And turns out, thank God we didn't go an hour to play at the Lodge, because we go, Mark and I make Mark sign up for this. What's it called? I had the card somewhere. The Texas Social House.
It was a Texas card house. House Social.
House Social. And it was it's one of these rooms where you can, hey, I want to be at a table. I want to play No Limit Hold'em. So I got to be honest. I've only played house games. I've only played with people at a house. I've only, played while, drinking. I never really played poker for real, but I wanted to try. And Mark's never played a hand, period, right? In real life.
No, not real life. No.
Not real life. So we go, well, you know what? We're willing to spend some money to have a good time. It's a pain in the ass to sign in. It's a pain in the butt. We do it. And chime in when you want, Mark. We pay we get $100. I got $100 worth of chips. And the minimum buy-in 60. This gets embarrassing, by the way. This is a good story. This is how much. This is a good story. A little self-deprecation. We each get 100 in chips, and I realized my first mistake right away because I go, oh well, the buy-in, the big blinds at the table, you have to put in minimal each hand. Sometimes, if you don't know poker, I'll simplify it. You have to put in $1 or $2. $2 minimum. So I go, you know what? I got 25 $5 chips. I'm going to exchange 10 of them for ones because ones are the minimum buy-in. We walk to this table, and I told you to do that.
Yeah. So you get your stuff, and I get all the red ones were all like $5 or whatever. Yeah. And I walk over to you with our little trays of chips.
We have the plastic
tray. Wait a second. Yeah, we have the plastic trays.
And then I gave Mark FOMO. I'm like, you got to get white chips. You don't even know what you're doing. Yeah. So we get a bunch of rinky-dink white chips, $1 chips. We walk to the table that we're assigned to. I mean, it is straight out of Rounders. But it's like International Edition. It is the Fold International Edition because it is 7 Indian and Asian guys, there's one kid that looks like he's 16 and the rest look like they're 40 and up.
Yeah, wearing a Supreme hoodie.
The little kid's wearing a Supreme hoodie, Yeah. There's an Indian guy eating the biggest bowl of curry I've ever seen right at the table. He's got a little side tray, a lot of side table. He's jipping curry, and there's a seat next to him and a seat next to another Indian guy, 2 Indian guys. And Mark goes, where do you want to sit? I go, I'm not sitting next to the curry. I promise you that. I refused. I would have puked on the table. It looked hideous. So we sit down and we realize right away we're so in over our heads. I mean, we had to first ask nicely to play together. And I was like, can we play together? Because we're really good friends. And she goes, yeah, we can make that happen. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So we lose our money doubly as efficiently because we sit at this table. These guys have all have over $600 in chips already. More
they have different colored chips that we didn't get.
I didn't even know the chips went to these colors. That's what So, and no one, not a single person has a $1 chip. Okay, only us, our rinky-dink little guys, have these little $1 chips. I'm going 1, 2, big blind. And Mark, you at first you smartly sat out. You said, "I'm just going to watch a couple hands." You sat.
Well,
at the
he
table.
asked me because I think I was going to be the first one to do it, whatever.
you
So
were
I was
the
like, "Yeah,
small
I'll skip
blind.
it." Yeah.
Right. So we were what do they call fish? We were fish from the very moment we sat down. We were eaten alive out there. I mean, it was a bloodbath. So I thought like, well, it's everyone checks it. Everyone bets $2. Maybe you go up to $5 if you're feeling frisky. And then you see the flop sponsored by the Fold. And what actually happens when these people that are playing for their mortgages are playing poker, which is all these guys where you should have seen it. A guy lost his $300 in one hand. He's like, I got to call my wife. I got to figure out what's going on. I mean, these are the last money these guys have, so they're desperate. But they're betting before the flop, pre-flop. So before they even see a card, before they even see their own card, sometimes they're putting $30 down, and then they're putting $100 down on the flop, $75 down. And that's 3/4 of our money. So I'm not going in on that. So so it was just, I knew we were in over our heads from the first second we sat down, Mark.
Yeah. And some of the terminology I wasn't all up with, because there was one they were straddling, which I guess
I still don't know what that means.
Small blind, big blind, and then the next person put like a 5 in.
Right.
And since I was just watching the first round, because I folded on everything on the first round till it got to me where I actually had to place a bet. And the guy in front of me put a 5, so I was like, I'll just put a 5. And the guy next to me goes, "Oh, are you straddling?" And I go, "I guess I am." Like, I didn't even know what the hell I'm even doing.
I don't even know what that means.
But I tried to play it cool. Like,
but that's
I was
a cool line.
I guess I am.
I guess I am. What are you saying? Hey, yo, pause. What do you mean I'm straddling? Straddling what? So I don't know what the hell's happening. And so it's Indian guys with curry, and it's Asian guys. It's a Middle Eastern kid in a Supreme hoodie, and an Asian guy with maybe the coolest looking jacket I've ever seen. So I knew it was over. I knew I was losing all my money. And we go around the table. I mean, I'm making so many rookie mistakes. It couldn't even be counted, probably. The amount of, I did like, you have to, everything's eye contact, by the way. Everybody, like the dealer, like puts his head like this. You need to know what to do right away. It's intimidating. And the action goes to me. Play or fold, sponsored by the flop. And I go with my cards. This is the table. I go, no, everybody starts yelling at me, okay? Because you're not allowed to fake a flop, fake a fold, flake a flop. So that was got me in trouble. But then I kind of get in the flow. I'm folding everything. Then we play something which I've never seen in my entire life called a jackpot, a bomb pot. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, no, I learned that from.
This might be boring. This might be boring. We're not going to go over it all, Mark. But you made the bold move.
Yes.
When I didn't have any idea what was happening, you go ahead. What'd you do?
Yeah. So I sat out my hand. So then I didn't have to put in any money, and I just kept folding and watching everything go around. And then it finally got back to me, and then that's when I had to start putting in money. So the straddle one, I folded on that. So I was down 5. And then the next one, they're like, bomb pot, which I don't even know what makes it a bomb pot. I forgot how that even.
There's a lot of cards.
But you put in like money to begin with, like before even you get the cards.
Money once.
Yeah.
So you went all in.
Yeah. No. So I'm put in the bomb pot before I even got the cards, because who knows what I'm gonna get? I could get pocket aces, whatever.
Beautiful.
And then there's a bomb pot, and then I guess they do 2 things a card. Like, I was like very confused.
So confused. There were like 40 cards on the table. I just am giving up.
Yeah. So it was a bomb pot, and these guys are raising a bunch of money, and I'm not gonna like raise up because they're gonna just raise it more. So I was just like, I'm going all in, and I had 2 jacks and 2 10s, and I was like, something's gotta go right for all these cards I got.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty good. So I went all in, and I was feeling pretty confident, but and that would have changed everything if that.
You would have won like $600.
Oh yeah, I would have got the hell out. I know.
I would have been like, Mark, let's get the hell out of here. But yeah, unfortunately, cool guy, was it Asian guy in the cool jacket? Who was it?
Asian guy in the cool jacket outdueled me.
He outdueled you. He played you for a sucker, and you got out of the table. Now that was the smart move. You left. You sat down on a couch.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. That was the other thing. I didn't know, like, because all these guys, they'll lose everything and then just go get more money. Like the guy next to us, in between us, I guess did that the whole day, and then the ATM wouldn't take his card anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like
asked the Asian kid for money. Like it was.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll Venmo you if you give me money," because it was like these guys they need this. This felt like they needed the money, and that's probably who hangs out there all day. This is how they're making their living. They're playing pro poker, so we had no chance. Anyway, I go all in. Wouldn't you know it? I think it was I think it might have been the same Asian guy. Of course he bests me, okay? Of course. I had no chance. So then I'm going, you know what? I came here to play some freaking poker. So I go, I'm going to put in the minimum amount you have to put in, $60 more. And I brought cash. I pull out a 50. And I thought I pulled out a 20. I pulled out another 50. So that's by accident. And I go, here's 60 more. I thought I pulled out a 10 or something. Or here's 60 more. He goes, you gave me 200. And I go, yeah. Oh, just give me it. I was like, give me, it's too embarrassing to be like, actually. So then I lost that all instantly too. I'm down 200 in the matter of 30 seconds. I get up. I go, Mark, let's get out of here. We grabbed 2 mints on the way out. We were so mad. And we decided to become, prejudiced towards Indian people like everybody else nowadays, because it was just they just screwed us. They screwed us.
Yeah. The other thing, like since we showed up with our little trays, and I learned this from Nadav. You're not supposed to put the tray on the table. It's like bad luck, whatever. And then I was trying to find a place to put it, and I was like, well, I can't put it on the table with this guy's curry, so I just like threw it on the floor.
You should have scooped some of that curry with that tray. Got his taste.
I know, I should have.
Little dip.
Should have got my money worth. And then, I was so embarrassed that I got like ousted after going all in that I just got up and left. And I didn't realize, like, since those guys get up and get cash to come back, you have to say that you're done.
Oh yeah, the guy asked me. He was like, "Is that guy? Yeah. Is he leaving?" I don't know. I don't know. He's probably getting more money to win at poker. I was like, yeah, that's probably what he's doing. So we got screwed. Yeah. And the Asian guy, when I knew I lost, because the Asian guy's wife showed up with an even cooler jacket and stood next to him while he played. I go, get me the hell out of here. I'm not built for this. I was not built for this. Maybe in a few years I'll become built for this. But what you got to do is you got to take $1 from your friends and not from the Texas Card House. Never go there.
No. Well, the other thing is how we found out about this place is I ended up hitting up Lemaire's guy, who Lemaire shouted out at Nadav's, and I was like, oh, I'll hit him up and see what the good card rooms are. And then we ended up running into him later that night at the hang outside of Creek.
The great hang.
And he was like, oh yeah, like, because we were explaining the scenario. And he's like, oh, yeah, if it's like that, if people are going in that much before, he's like, you should just request to go in on a table. And I was like, I had no idea that was an option.
I didn't know that. It would not have been better than anything. It would have been.
Yeah, I don't think
it wouldn't have been better. These are all people, playing for their children to be able to go to UT. These are people playing. Yeah. And we were just like, well, at least I'll get to see Timmy No Breaks later. It was not we did not have the right mindset. You need to be a killer. You need to be a killer. And you need to know how to play poker. And we didn't know we didn't have either of those things. So it was tough. Well, come on. We don't know. We know how to play. That's what I mean. I'm still overly confident for no reason. I think in a house game we could develop our skills. That's what I'm saying.
See, I know. But if I won that one hand, then I could have lost another $400 and then still been 100 up on the day.
We'd have learned a lot. But unfortunately, you suck. So you lost.
Yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately.
And I didn't know. And then I was talking to Billy, the guy who gave us I was like, oh yeah, I went on 2 jacks, 2 10s. And he's like, yeah, jacks are gay. Like you're not supposed to do that.
Gay,
like,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I don't know what hands are gay even, so I can't even play this game.
Yeah. I didn't know this was a homophobic game. I'm pretty woke. I didn't know stuff like that.
I was like, this is a pride hand. I love this hand.
Yeah.
I'd be proud if this hand was my son. You know, and nothing's gay. I mean, none of these hands are gay. My God. Well, it's and on the way back, on the flight back, by the way, did anyone see the movie Drop? It's called Drop with Violent Bean. Now, I'm obsessed with this movie because I believe her name is Violet Bean. This is the actress' name. I can't get away from Violent Bean. She's Violent Bean to me. And Violent Bean, did anyone see this movie? This is a weird movie. It seemed like it was made by people at UCB in Chicago. But it was a thriller. Anybody, this is on American Airlines. It's an offering of a movie. I got on the American Airlines flight. At 10 p.m., I started watching the WMBA finals. And then I watched some of the NFL game, but then I watched Drop with Violent Bean. And the only problem is when you're on an airplane and the audio sucks, you have to turn on, it's a thriller. And yeah, I had to turn on the subtitles for the movie because it's hard to hear with all the noise. And I hate in a movie when there's a song that's being played and the song is very obviously, the lyrics of the song are very obviously the theme of the movie, and they kind of spell it out for you in the song. And when the subtitles are on and they tell you the lyrics of the song, it's 100 times worse. I just noticed that this movie because they're playing. It's like she has an abusive relationship, and now she's being harassed by this man, and it's a thriller. But then at the end, the song goes on, and it's so like. You would never know unless you really did subtitles, but the song is like, I got hurt, but I'm not out. I'm still making my way. I'm still doing my thing. I'm like, oh, this is what Violent Bean's going through. I get it. But you never want to listen, never read the lyrics of a song because it gets so lame. It's always the theme of the movie. Always. I saw one battle after another. They're going, this is just the first battle. We got many to go. You know, that was being played. So you have things like that. I didn't see this movie yet. One battle after another.
I was going to say, don't spoil it. I heard it's good.
Yeah. I heard at least 3 battles in it. At least.
Yeah.
At least. I heard mixed things. I heard good and bad. But Drop really was not that good. But it was kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. It was all very realistic and like scary. Then they get into a fight scene at the end. And they're like throwing ninja stars at each other. You've never seen anything like it. So Violent Bean in Drop. I very much recommend it, Mark. Wow, I feel like I wanted to end on something other than Violent Bean, but I got to save what is some of the best stuff of the year for this Friday's show. You know, we might even have a guest on or two. And Tyler Fisher stuff. Geez, The View is on fire recently. I've been soaking up The View, and Whoopi has been absolutely killing it. Trump's about to resign. Whoopi's been giving it to him so hard. I mean, I've seen it.
Hey, yo.
But yeah. I can't take her, this Whoopi. And, Stavi gets ripped. I've been watching that. Whitney Cummings, all this stuff. So the show is just getting started. Kind of consider this the end of part 1 of this week's show, and we'll give you an amazing part 2. And yeah, Hypno will be calling in. I'm going to force him to call in Friday night, whether he likes it or not. Hypno will be calling in as well. I've asked him to call in, so I cannot wait. Oh, and Hasan. Let's just do this for the clip, Mark. We'll get out of here. I'm not going to do all the Hasan stuff because it will still be relevant on Friday. I think it'll only get worse for this guy. But I want to do this now, Mark. Do you mind? I just want to talk. I just want to show the people so they're ready for Friday's show. If they haven't heard about it, we got to talk, Mark, about Hasan Piker, the Twitch streamer, and his dog.
Should I should I get another beer for this?
What, you're not into this? You're not into Hasan?
I don't know. Isn't he always talking about Palestine and Israel? Do you think I care about?
Yeah. If you want to get you're going to get another beer? Sure that's a good idea?
Should I get another beer? I mean,
you're getting
good.
Hey, place. Sit back down. We're talking Hasan and his dog for 20 seconds. Yes, that's right. Hasan Piker electrocuted his dog allegedly. And it's been a big scandal. How about that? Hasan Piker and his dog. Let's just show the clip, and maybe we'll continue this on Friday. But if you haven't seen it, you need to watch this clip. Hasan Piker has this big-ass dog that a purebred Malamute, but something costs you $8,000. And he always has it on his show. It's always in this little corner here. Always in the corner. And
it never moves.
It never seems to move. In fact, there's a great... Never moves. People are saying it's a prop. In fact, there's a time-lapse video of this dog. It barely ever moves. Well, Hasan, while talking about how the internet sucks in his neck of the woods and how it's America's fault, his dog decides to get up and move slightly, maybe off of the bed where it's been for 2 hours straight. And Hasan makes a move that you really got to question, and he's been in total defense mode over. This is probably the biggest thing that's happened to him. Really, the biggest controversy he has to wriggle his way out of. Let's watch the dog.
All of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing?
So, why did the dog yell?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I'm walking here. I'm trying to stream out politics here. Stop walking over there.
The dog's not even doing anything. It's just standing up and walking around in its dog bed-ish thing.
Yes, if it's hard to tell, Hasan reaches for something. The dog, here's what the dog did wrong, as far as I can tell. Now, he's saying, hey, I have the dog on the bed because the dog's joints are this is an expensive dog with expensive joints and expensive breathing problems. And if it's on the floor, it could mess up its joints. So he very smugly says, so what you don't understand is the dog needs a special place to lay, and I don't want him laying on the floor. So was this dog about to lay on the floor, or was it just standing up?
Of all of America's much more consequential
Now, the dog
violence.
knows. The dog knows it's not supposed to get off that bed for any reason. Fire, hunger, water needs. It's all Ari Madian wanted to follow him across the airport. Don't get up for any of these reasons, dog. Stay there. And the dog's going to take literally 2 steps off of the mat. It could just be stretching his legs. And no matter what you think, if Hasan pressed a button to shock this dog or not, why is he getting pissed off for the dog for stepping off the bed for literally 3 seconds? I mean, that is a weird way to act.
The other weird thing is he never turns around, so he must have a mirror set up that goes directly, that has the dog in his rear view.
He was watching himself on the stream, and he sees the dog move.
Oh.
And he goes,
okay.
No. This is messing up my shot.
Okay?
The floor is
it's
lava.
The same reason as to why America, Kaya, please.
So he rolls his eyes. Kaya, please. What does the dog do? Take 1.5 steps off a bed. Kaya, please. And the dog, it's not like the dog has been up and down all stream. There's a time-lapse video. The dog lays there for 2 hours straight, okay? Kaya, please. Watch this. The new bitch, please. Kaya, please. You trying to walk like that with that ass. Okay, watch this.
America, Kaya, please just fucking.
And he clearly reaches for something right away. Right? Looks down, reaches for something. Mark, are you paying attention? Okay? Place. All right, pay attention.
Sorry.
This is important.
Go, just stop.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
What are you doing? Bruh. Why are you messing up my shot, bruh? This is important stuff, bruh. The internet's making us all violent. Yeah.
Maybe.
Damn, I wish I could think of an alliteration like Andrew Schulz. I would have hit it.
That dog got done in worse than the Worse than the Dursleys in Harry Potter, dog.
Doesn't even need to make sense, yo.
Yo, I'm just saying words that start with D, dude.
It's just you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled.
I love what is it, like the super chats are a cartoon dog.
Oh yeah, everything's a dog. And look, half that, like, he has emotes specifically about the dog. The dog is because, you know, let's look at this cynically, and what I believe, the dog is supposed to make Hasan not look like a complete psycho. The dog is there to basically say, this is not some insane millennial going nuts about politics in his weird room full of video game trinkets. He's not a loser, guys. He has a cool looking dog. That's why he got the dog. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted one bit. And this is the designer dog. This is a special dog. And he got it professionally trained. And by the way, I wanted to train my dog. My beautiful dog. Mark, why are you laughing? What's funny about that? Stop.
Nothing.
I wanted to train my beautiful dog. That's the Shane Gillis special, I just realized. And shout out Bud Light. And I had a consultation with one of these dog training places. A PL, yeah, exactly. Bush Light.
Yeah, I'll be the anti.
That is the bizarro Shane Gillis drinking the wrong PLs. And I went to one of these things. I didn't know it was one of these trainers that specifically does e-collars, which is what Hasan has for his dog, which is either a high vibration or a shock collar put on the dog. It is really, you know, there's certain dogs that are outdoor dogs, that are hunting dogs, that are work dogs that need to be trained this way, or they're dogs that are violent that need to be trained this way to get a shock to stop them from doing certain things. Is it humane? That's up to you to decide. Is it ethical? That's up to you to decide. But it's certainly not, the point of it is not to make your dog sit perfectly still for 3 hours to 8 hours while you talk about the Trump administration. That's not why they have leash training. And when I went to one of these things, the guy was a complete scumbag, this e-collar guy. He's like, here's what they do. They show you the dog. They show you a well-trained dog first. He's like, here's my dog. And the dog is like a complete zombie. And it just stands there. And he goes, look, I tell him to get on this thing. He gets on this thing. Does it right away. Dog's not wagging its tail. Dog doesn't come up to us. Everything you like about a dog has been stripped away. And it just stands there. And then he goes, you know how we did that? We give it a high-powered electric shock. Oh, good. 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 That sounds good. And then he goes, this is the best. He goes, he's like, well, it's a mild electric shock, but to a dog, they have such thick fur, it's like a light touch. You know, even me, I can do it on myself. It doesn't even hurt. And he starts pressing the thing on his arm. I go, let me see that. Can I try that? He goes, oh, sorry, we can't do that. This is a painful ass shock. And Hasan's doing the same thing to this dog. You know, there's clips of this lady, you know, he has some guest on. The lady's petting the dog. She goes, his collar's way too tight. I can't even get one finger under his collar. He makes up some excuse for that. The point is, he wants this dog so tightly trained. I mean, there's videos where this dog walks out of frame for half a second. He stares daggers at it until it gets back on that damn chair, that damn bed. And he is really, really in trouble with this one. I got to be honest. This is like Bill Burr selling himself out. It's that level, because when you get accused of abusing animals online, this is not, everyone knows this. That's probably the hardest thing to get out of. You can say 9/11 was great. You can say Israel should be wiped off the face of the earth. You can say all these things. But you cannot say, I shock my dog sometimes to get them in line. That would really end your career, and it's going to end it. And I can't wait, because he's pretending today that this is, you know what he's calling it now, Mark? He showed the collar. Not until the next day did he show the collar. You know, he didn't show it right away. He waits till the next day, And he goes, here's the collar. Oh, man, it's no problem. Oh, dude, you guys are freaking out over nothing. It's a vibration collar.
Because when my phone vibrates in my pocket, I yelp all the time.
Yeah, I go, oh, a light buzz?
Text message.
Better get back in the position my master wants me to. A light buzz.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. I don't want to do all this now. I want to do some of it next show, but it gets me incensed that this guy. It's like, it's so. I've never been happier to watch someone struggle like this because, yeah, he was messing with the dog. Whether he's shocked or not, whether it was a mild electroshock and the dog's a baby, a mild vibration, he doesn't want that dog to move. He does not want that dog stretching his legs for whatever reason. He just doesn't. He doesn't want this dog moving. He wants this dog in sight. And it's pretty messed up. And he's not getting away with it. He's not going to get away with this.
Man, it's always been weird to me. Every time we've shown a clip, the dog just sits like sedated in the background.
The dog sits there sedated. Let me find the. Yeah, go ahead.
Or it could be a stuffed dog.
Yeah,
and then you hear it yelp for the first time, so you're like, oh, well, at least you know it's real.
Yeah, he was keeping it fed and alive at least. This wasn't. It's not just taxidermy. Yeah. Here's the clip starting from 10 minutes into a show. You see the dog on the chair. This is the one where the dog yells. Watch this. Couldn't have done it better myself.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the Hasan Abi broadcast.
Okay. Look at this dog. 30 minutes. 40 minutes. Still in the bed. Okay, that's all. Because some dogs do just lay down for an hour. Some dogs are big dogs. They get tired. They lay down for an hour. But the dog wants to stretch after 2 straight hours. What's this? The dog never is a problem. Lays there. An hour. Hour 20. Hour 30. Hour 40. I mean, the dog is less active than even Sam Morril and We Might Be Drunk. I mean, there's no energy. This is a complete zonked out bro of a dog. Yeah, then the stream cut out for like 1 minute. Then he comes back. He's 2 hours, 20 minutes. The dog does not get up, does not move. 2:20 mark. And then the dog has the audacity to take 2 steps off the bed. He flips out. Whether he's shocked or not, he flips out over this. I'm sorry, bro.
Sequential
What's
violence.
This? 2 hours, 20 minutes.
It's the same
the dog
reason
takes
as
one,
to why America.
2.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
And it was already going back. And you still shocked it. You are something else, Hasan. 2:20. It's off the mat for 3 seconds. I mean, this guy's a little vindictive dude, by the way. I mean, it all comes out in the end, right? When you're streaming 7 hours a day, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, which he does. He does that. You have to be already, I don't trust you. You are insane. On top of that, when you act like that and you put on this phony personality being so nice and so caring and you only care about the citizens of the Middle East who are suffering, you can't hold that up forever. It's going to leak out. Your real self is going to leak out. You can't keep it going. And that little moment of 3 seconds of being so impatient with your dog for having the gall to move its legs to the point where either you shock it or you just yell at it. I mean, that's enough to show you what kind of guy he is. That's not funny, but that's the truth. Get this guy off my page. Get him a Lion Meows exclusive. Get him off my page. And someone says, breaking news. Hasan Piker has denied using a shock collar on his dog. Oh, this is PETA. PETA has made an announcement. He's denied using a shock collar on his dog. And we hope that's true because shock collars are dangerous and downright cruel. They put the dog at the risk of burn wounds, anxiety. PETA added, positive reinforcement is a far more effective training method. So they're not saying he's evil yet. But, he showed the collar today. Apparently it's got, detachable. You know what they have is it's a little device. You strap it. It can do a pretty nice vibrate on your dog's neck, but you can add contact points, electric contact points that are removable from these things that can get deeper into your dog, can really shock them, which are made for violent dogs with real behavioral issues. And he uses it to tell his dog to stay in frame next to the fridge full of Bang energy drinks. I mean, you could not make it up if you tried. You couldn't make it up.
What's PETA stand for?
It's a good thing to ask Riyadh, because that's some kind of Middle Eastern bread, I think. It's got a pocket.
Okay.
People for the I'm joking, but I don't know what it actually stands for. But it's the humanity. You know what PETA is? They love every animal. You kill a fly, they get mad.
But could this be a different PETA, the Palestine Empathy Task Agency or something?
Oh, interesting. This could be.
They're defending Hasan.
This could be. Even the Palestinians are. They're like, hey, you don't really. We don't need your support at this moment. Okay, we'll call you in a bit and find out. We're good for now, bro. He is really ruining his reputation, and people are gonna. You go to the Hasan Piker subreddit, everybody is saying, how could people even think that he would ever do that to a dog? He's the kindest person on planet Earth. He could never. He loves that dog, and they're putting compilations together of him petting the dog. Hitler pet his dog too. I mean, Hitler had a great relationship with his dog. Great. They loved each other. Everyone can. If you don't pet a dog, if you don't love a dog, you're psychotic. And if you abuse a dog to get some internet points, you're a little deranged. You're a little out of it, and you got the wrong priorities, bro. And people that don't like you aren't going to stop with this line of attack. I mean, they're going to keep going with this dog thing until you're dead. That's not a threat, but I'm saying they're never going to give up this dog line of attack. Because but you can't spin this into looking good. You can't. You can't. So I wonder if Stavi's ever going to be on your show again, Hasan. I wonder if Tim Heidecker's ever going to show back up on your show, Hasan. I really wonder, are you, I don't think Zoran's ever going to pay you a visit again, bro. I think Zoran has used you and used you up. And you'll keep promoting him, but he's not going to show up for you anymore, man. I'm so excited to see what happens with this case. And we're not done. This will just evolve over time. He's still coming up with excuses. It takes him a full 24 hours to come up with any sort of thing that makes any sort of sense, any excuse, Mark.
I was gonna say, I'm sure they'll have another scoop on this story before Friday.
Oh, this is not over in the least. His defense, which I watched today, was so lame. And all he does is he reads other people's chat really, really fast, and then he goes, exactly. He goes, how could they think you could hurt your dog? Your dog is the light of your life. The dog is an emote here. The dog means everything to us, and we know how much you care about him. Exactly. That's his whole stream. It's great. I mean, it's great for 8 hours. So, exactly, everybody. I didn't mean to go this long about this topic, but it's too juicy to give up. But we'll be back at it on Friday. Don't you worry. With a lot more, too. We had a nice full show tonight. I'm excited for next time. Mark, your words to the people.
I feel like we barely even scraped the surface tonight. So Friday will be a good show.
How are you feeling after those 3 protest beers?
That's the thing. Maybe I feel great, and I don't know if it's the mosh bar. I don't know if it's the protest beers, but I'm all for it.
Great.
Yeah,
it's great. Well, I'm so excited. I'm sorry, I just read a comment that said Mark should be an emote here, an emote on the channel. Oh, what? You think Mark's bigger than me? Mark, you're getting big now. You think you're gonna be an emote, huh? How about this? No, he's not an emote.
Oh, have you done the comparison of the pictures that you took? The original Austin, Texas picture of me, and then
we'll do that next time too. That's a funny picture. That was for 5 people in the world to get. I posted a picture of Mark on Instagram, extremely close up, to imitate his, I don't even have it anymore, his viral, oh wait, I do have it here, wait. Here? There it is, wait. Oh, there it is. See this? I recreated this picture on my Instagram somewhere. And I would say the worst picture almost of any human being ever. And we recreated that for this trip to Austin, Texas. I loved it, Mark.
That could have been an emote.
That's an emote. Now that's an emote. Yeah. And of course, I suggest everybody, hey, if you like the show tonight,
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
But I also had this going on. We have I got a lot of stuff on Instagram. I hope you would follow the Instagram because not only do we have clips that you will not see on YouTube sometimes, but I finally posted Mark and I's reconciliation pic in honor of Jeff Dye. This was really a real thrill for me to do this. Someone even says, need more chin. I agree, but this is a takeoff. I said, we got to do an homage to Dye and Marin. We got to do an homage. And we went right into Mitzi's at the mothership. We forced someone to take this pic. It was a great time. So please follow us on After the Night Show. It's a good place to be. You'll get a lot of Easter eggs in there. So how about that, Mark? We love that.
Yeah, I love that picture.
I
didn't see it till today.
I almost tagged Mark Maron. I was like, I want Maron to see this one. Do you appreciate this?
I think he'd enjoy it.
I think Mark Maron would appreciate it. I was going to tag Jeff Dye. I don't want to get him involved. You know, he's got enough things going on. He's worried about thugs in America right now.
Yeah.
We could be a thug.
Yeah.
Tommy with no sport coat is crazy. I agree. I felt naked the whole weekend. I need a coat, a tie. I need a shield. And I saw Josh Denny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's sorry, Mark? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you needed work boots like Mark Maron's wearing. You needed that kind of, yeah.
And I actually thought that I was as small to you as Mark Maron is to Jeff Dye, but we're a little closer. You know, I didn't have enough. I should have squatted down to point my chin up even more, because that, And by the way, for reference, Mark is 6'9", so that's a baseline there. But I really thought you were so much taller that I would have to do a neck crane. Piss off. What, Mark?
I said my head looks humongous on that from that angle.
Right, from that angle. Right.
From that
angle.
Yeah.
From that angle, sure. Yeah, right. From that angle. Well, thank you so much, Mark. What a fun show we had. And we're back Friday night, I think same time, 9 o'clock. Make that 9:12. And it's going to be fun. Please come back because I know you're going to enjoy it. If you liked any of this, you're going to like a lot of the next one. So thank you, everybody. Mark, good night.
Yeah, can't wait. See you then.
Peace out. There goes Mark, everybody. And thank you all for watching the show. I don't want to be away from you for another week again. I really appreciate you tuning in tonight and watching the show. I hope to have a lot more planned on Friday. So thank you to everybody involved tonight. You had a great chat from the looks of it. And I don't really have that much else to say about it besides I got so much more to talk about next time. I'm getting on a roll here in After Night. You know, fall is my favorite season. And it's going to be a lot of fun this fall. We got a fall lineup that would, make animation domination scared. That's how good this fall is going to be. So thank you so much. I want to listen to Wood, but I think we'd get canceled! So I didn't know this song until